Okay, here we are, back with the Pride Fighting Championships, number 4. Hi, everybody. My name is Steven Quadros, and welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships, number 4. We're here live at the Tokyo Dome. My partner, Bas Rutten, is here with us, and there he is, Igor Vovchanchyn from Ukraine. Now, you've seen Igor fight before, Bas.
You should see this guy, man. He rushed through a tournament. I was there. My God, he knocked out everybody. This guy got reflexes, punching power, and he's very good with kicking. He's a kickboxer, but for some reason, he's very difficult to submit.
Well, he's going to need those reflexes against this man because Gary Goodridge just mauled Amir in his last fight at Pride Fighting Championships number 3, knocked Oleg Taktarov, UFC champion, unconscious in Pride Fighting Championships number 1, gave Marco Ruas all he could handle in losing in Pride Fighting Championships number 2. So this is going to be an explosive match. We will see punches flying in this one, folks.
Oh, for sure. I never seen Vovchanchyn taking somebody down, so I think it's going to be a striking match, which is going to make it very interesting and very spectacular. Now, here we go.
And there's a height and weight advantage for Gary Goodridge. Igor Vovchanchyn being 5'8", about 230 pounds, and Gary Goodridge about 260 pounds at 6'3". So we're going to see. Now, Igor has got the arms up. He's wide open for a knee here, boss.
Yeah, that's a kind of dangerous thing to do.
He doesn't even overhook.
That's kind of very dangerous. And he cannot defend it, and he cannot grab it.
Okay, Gary Goodridge just spins him to the mat into Igor's guard. That was very bizarre, but I guess Gary, not being a knee fighter, he wasn't in much harm's way there, but I wouldn't do that against some other fighters in the sport.
Well, we saw him throwing knees in his previous fight, so why didn't he do it now? Anyway, that's history.
Yeah,
okay.
But he had a takedown in mind, and he got the takedown, and Igor is bleeding. Cut. It must have been from... Maybe it didn't look like they threw a lot of punches. Maybe it was like a forearm or a clash of heads going down. And it's bleeding pretty bad. It's at the side over the eye, not directly over the middle of the eye. So, Gary going back for a heel hook?
Whoa.
Man, Gary's been doing some homework here.
Whoa.
Now, Igor in the mount. Now, let's see what this man from Kiev, Ukraine, has got in his fists. Gary Goodridge turning his back and flipping Igor off of him, back down. Wow, what a wild turn of events, boss.
You can say that again. I never expected this fight to go to the ground because I saw people trying it when he fought in Kiev, and they couldn't take him down. He was too fast. But Goodridge is doing a good job right now.
I would have to say that maybe Goodridge got a tip about this guy being a kickboxer and decided to bone up on his grappling and his wrestling, and it showed so far in the fight.
Oh, yeah. Vovchanchyn won like 4 tournaments already, eh? 4 8-man tournaments.
Yeah, he's won a number of them in Russia. He's gone... He made it to the finals in a 16-man tournament, and he lost. But he has won a number of tournaments, and he's very experienced. He seems to make a specialty at knocking out wrestlers and jiu-jitsu men, which makes him real unpopular with the current way of thinking of mixed martial arts. But it is an ever-changing climate of which we live in.
Yeah, you need to, man. You need to adapt. You need to know everything. You know, if you beat somebody with strikes, now then you better go home and learn some strikes, because that's the way. Nowadays, that's the way.
Yeah, Gary Goodridge has probably been the most dangerous striker. But Gary, what he's got in power, maybe he lacks in finesse. Maybe Igor has got more finesse with being economy. Oh, look at that. Now, those are big right hands. If they would have landed, that would have really rung Igor's bell. But obviously, they didn't land flush. Igor back up high. Gary with the double underhook. And there's that. That's a nasty cut.
Well, you don't want to have him in the underhook. He can throw, man. This guy got so much power.
I think that's maybe why Igor raised his hands up, because he was trying to slip down. And there it is again. He just basically spins around, pivots around, back down on top of Igor in his guard.
Now, what is he going to do?
I think Igor
Vovchanchyn needs to get up.
Yeah, Vovchanchyn has got to, in order to get, I don't know if he's got any sweeping skills by putting the leg hooks under Gary's thighs or anything, but he's got to box his ears at least to get him his ears ringing or get him in pain or distract him or something, because that's a big mountain to have on top of you, Gary Goodridge.
Mountain, a power mountain also. You know, it's not a dead weight. This guy's very strong, and he's doing a good job. He's controlling it all the way right now. But yeah, let's see who's got the best stamina. It's a long time. It's 2 times 20 minutes. It may be an extra round overtime if there's no decision.
Well, so far in the fight, it's been Gary Goodridge's fight. Gary Goodridge took it to Igor. He cut Igor. He took Igor down a couple times, and he's always ended up on top. Now, Igor knows he's got to throw that right hand. That's a big right hand to throw, too. But Igor doesn't seem phased right now.
Can I kick face? No face.
Can I kick face? He asks the referee.
You gotta love Gary Goodridge. Igor firing away with a couple punches.
Yes, I'm telling you, his punching power is phenomenal. He's gonna.
Now Igor throwing Gary Goodridge around a little bit. Igor getting his center of gravity down low, but he's right. Exactly, he's right in line to be kneed by Gary Goodridge, and there it is. But Igor slipping out of the punching range there. Igor cracking a left hook. Another big left hook by Igor Vovchanchyn. And Gary turns his back, and the referees wave the fight off.
No.
It looks like, well, Igor hurt Gary Goodridge, but, well, it looks like a TKO victory for Igor Vovchanchyn. Hopefully we can see a replay. Igor hit him with a really hard left hook, and Gary turned his back, and at that time, okay, here we go. There's the left hook, and Gary's hurt right here, and he's falling back, and if it wasn't for the ropes, he would have gone down, and Igor went wailing in. Gary turned his back, and the referee made the executive decision to save Gary, and because Gary was clearly out of it there, he turned his back, he grabbed the ropes. This is not the posture of a fighter who wants to continue fighting.
No.
An unpopular decision, maybe, but it was for the safety of the fighter. Igor Vovchanchyn wins by TKO. It was that big left hook that did it. Well, welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships, Igor. Well, Kerr Shoji, hopefully not practicing what he intends to do in the fight. There he is, Wallid Ishmael. Now, this guy has one of the most intense stares in sports.
He's got the bad boy shorts. They're made for him.
But look at that look in his eyes. He's only got one loss in his mixed martial art career, and that was against Yoshiki Takahashi.
Oh, I fought that guy.
Exactly, one of the Pancrase fighters, and that was in the Ultimate Fighting Championship number 12, Judgment Day. Akira Shoji.
Now,
he does have one win against Honma. That was by a choke. He's got 2 draws, one against Daijiro Matsui and one against Gracie, and a loss against Kaiichi Tsuji.
but he has a lot of energy and a lot of spirit.
Yeah, and I think that Wallid is not going to want to see a flashback to his loss in the UFC against Takahashi. He's going to want to put that one to rest.
Yeah, and this would be, oh no, not, I want to say this would be his second Japanese opponent, but it's not. Because he fought Katsumi Otsuka also. No.
Now Wallid Ishmael, no doubt, is going to want to take this to the ground. Takahashi gave Wallid Ishmael a lot of problems standing up. Oh, good right hand by Shoji.
Very nice. And we saw Shoji's takedown defense in his earlier fights.
And we're seeing it again now, right?
Oh,
Yeah, we're seeing it again now. But Wallid is really, really insistent and really driving forward.
Nice knee to the head.
But Wallid wants that takedown and looks like he's got it.
Yep, where there's a will, there's a road, they say. There's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That is correct, Basito.
Oh, good. I know some American sayings. That's cool.
Now, Shoji is on the ground with a man who has been in some of the rumbles with the Lucha Libre versus Jiu-Jitsu in the old days. And he's a representative, as I said earlier, of the Carlson-Gracie Jiu-Jitsu team. And that team is stacked with talent, including Murillo Bustamante, Vitor Belfort, Carlos Barreto, Mario Sperry, to name a few. Some of the greatest grapplers in the world trained by Carlson-Gracie. And Wallid Ishmael here to prove that he is among that elite to make his debut here in the Pride Fighting Championships, number 4 at the Tokyo Dome. Wallid is patient.
Very patient. He needs to. He can't afford any mistakes here. He makes a little mistake. That's the whole game, and you always will see this with the jiu-jitsu fighters. They're fighting very compact. Compact. They don't want to get caught. And it's very difficult for them the other way around, too. And Shoji knows it. It's difficult, you know. This guy got a lot of talent. He's real good. Actually, he beat a few Gracies in jiu-jitsu.
Yes, he did.
So his submission skills are very good.
He keeps working for that takedown, and he's using a whole lot of energy. And Shoji's takedown his takedown defense is extraordinary, in my opinion.
Listen, I wish that I had a takedown defense like this.
Because he stays relaxed and does just enough to keep up. All he has to do now is work on his strikes. Or maybe he has, we don't know. But Wallid has won most of his fights by submission. Rear naked choke. He's choked 3 guys out. He lost a decision. He won a submission by punches over Joel de Oliveira, and he also won a decision over Gary Myers. But primarily, he goes for the submission.
Yeah, but he's throwing a lot of energy away right here. With the takedowns, protecting it, trying to get somebody down, it takes a lot of energy. And we know for a fact that Akira Shoji is in a very good shape. At least in his last few fights he was. So that can maybe become a factor later on into the fight.
Shoji back up, and Wallid going again for that single leg. Getting yet another takedown. Shoji going for the half a guillotine, but he's not going to get Wallid on that move.
No, there's no way. First of all, he didn't catch the legs, and it's a half. The arm is in between. It's not going to work.
Wallid is one of those individuals that is so passionate about jiu-jitsu. Oftentimes, when one of his teammates win, he leads the chant of jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu after the fight. And he's like a maniac about that. He's a real animated character in his interviews, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, also known for his street fights. He was in a lot of street fights also. But I guess everybody in Brazil is.
I think so. It's like the old Wild West down there.
Yeah. What a good place to live. Some strikes, but they don't have really effect. 5 more minutes in round number 1.
And it looks like Wallid is on the verge of imposing his game plan on Shoji. I haven't seen Shoji on the bottom like this very much in his combined fights. Even Gracie couldn't keep him down like this.
Yeah, but that means, again, that will take a lot of energy from you.
From what? From Wallid to hold him down?
Wallid, oh yeah.
Wallid chopping away with that left hand, right on Shoji's kisser.
He's doing good.
Shoji answering back.
Few strikes to the forehead, which is pretty much the hottest spot on the head, so you don't want to hit it there. He's got the mount. I didn't even realize. He should go for strikes.
I think he's going to be patient here.
But, hey, we know the escape, huh? If he's going to go for strikes, Shoji's going to turn his back and he's going to slip out.
Slip out the back door, exactly. But can he do that against Wallid? Wallid may be an elite force in jiu-jitsu. We'll see. Plus, he may be a better striker or maybe not as good a striker as Gracie. Oh, there it is. There it is. Beautiful escape there by Akira. Shoji coming up blazing with punches.
Whoa, look at the defense.
Wow.
What a fight. Hey.
Shoji really getting busy. Shoji sprawling. What an exceptional sequence of action by both men. Both men really jockeying hard for position here. Wallid ended up getting the better of that because he ended up on top, on the bottom. Shoji still on the bottom, but Shoji almost back up again. I think you're right, boss. I think this is using an incredible amount of energy from Wallid Ismail.
He's only going for the takedown. And if you're determined for something, you spend a lot of energy because he wants the takedown, That's going to take his toll. But hey, he's doing a phenomenal job right now. He's constantly on top. He's striking.
On a technical level, he scored the most points.
Oh, for sure.
And he's in the
nice,
best,
good strikes.
Great position right here. Great position for Wallid. Because he can just start pounding away at Shoji. And he's got a mouse under Shoji's right eye. And Shoji's got a little cut there. Now he's got the mount again.
He's still got the tag from the store.
Yeah. Is that the sales tag or?
Yeah.
Don't get funny with me. Okay. There we go. Okay, back to the action.
Boom. Nice.
Wallid in control here. Throwing those arcing punches over the top, but those aren't really landing cleanly.
No,
they're not. It's like he's not hitting with the two big knuckles. He's hitting with the bottom knuckles, the pinky knuckle.
The pinky doesn't count, Stephen. The pinky doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
whoa, look at this. Did you ever see that?
That was absolutely awesome. Good right hand by Shoji. Shoji getting away from the ankle pick, getting sprawled on top of Wallid. And it looks like Shoji's...
It's a rope catch.
And Shoji back in the ring, almost going out. Shoji looks winded here. But as you said, it may be just him expressing his breathing, boss.
That's it. Catching your breath.
Okay, Shoji fell back and pulled guard there.
Oh, these are some decent shots. Not anymore now.
What do you think is going through Wallid's mind right now?
I don't know. He thinks I'm getting him on the floor. I can't strike him out. I'm going for submissions. Oh, no, he hasn't gone for submissions yet. So he probably he thinks the same thing as Matsui was thinking when he fought Shoji in the last fight. You know, it's difficult to finish a guy like this.
I thought that Wallid won that round. And he was in control at the end. And Shoji was slow coming up. But I'm not going to count Shoji out yet. But Wallid looks to be in control of this fight.
Yeah. No, that's one thing for sure. And his win looks good. Uh-oh. There goes the sponsor. Less money for him. But this is where the warrior spirit comes out.
That's right. And it looks like Wallid.
Whoa.
Oh, good low kick. And that kind of rocked Wallid a little bit. Wallid looks a little bit dizzy almost.
Yes.
Oh, he's getting rocked there by Shoji. Shoji's unloading punches. Wallid looks like he's kind of out of it here. Was it the punch?
I don't know. I think he's just tired or something.
He must be maybe he's tired.
Yeah, he came out and before he got hit, he started to move like this. Oh, this is the worst feeling, man. In a fight, feel like this that you cannot get.
He looks tired. Wallid Ishmael looks. Good left hook by Shoji. Wallid backing up. Wallid doesn't really know what to do here in a standing mode. Can't keep his hands up. He's going to try and trade punches with Shoji. Oh, good right hand by Shoji. Shoji got Wallid in trouble. Wallid turns his back. Whoa! The fight is over.
Victory!
Wow.
I told you the first time we saw this guy, we're going to hear from this guy. Beating Wallid Ismail. That's something special, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is, especially the way Wallid owned that first round. Shoji came back with that big punch exchange and just, good right hand. And he turned him around right there, and he caught him with a big left hook. Wallid wasn't out, but the referee had to make a decision. Once a fighter turns their back, like he did, like this, and grabs the ropes. I know Wallid was disappointed in that, but sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and he didn't get this one.
No. Good fight, though. Exciting fight. Now, hopefully, he's going to do more than he did in his last fight, because if he's going to fight the same fight, Kikuta, as he did against Gracie, I'm afraid that this is not going to be very exciting.
I don't think this is going to be the same kind of fight, because Daijiro Matsui, although not maybe as technically skilled as Gracie, comes out with a lot more gusto, I think. And I think that's going to be the difference. Plus, this may be a little bit of a crosstown rivalry.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's hope it doesn't end up being one of those things where they lay on each other and just do nothing. But we have time limits now.
Yeah, that's true.
Back then, against Gracie, it was unlimited time, an endless amount of 10-minute rounds until somebody taps out or gets knocked out. And I expect this to be quite a bit different fight than Kikuta's fight with... Kikuta coming out like he did before, but...
Knee to the body.
And it's starting to look a lot like the fight with Gracie already.
Yep.
And Kikuta, hopefully, he's going to turn him out and try for that trip. Kikuta, if there be a predictable mixed martial art fighter, he might be the first one who's fairly predictable. Get the body lock, double underhook, spin the fighter off the ropes, and try for a trip. Let's see if he does that.
And end up in the guard.
Is he going to try for the trip? There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
The fight professor, ladies and gentlemen, he's in the house.
Thank you, Basito. I appreciate that.
Oh.
But Matsui defended against the trip takedown. But not long, not for long. Here it is again.
Now, please move on the ground.
There's being patient, but then there's being, shall we say, slow?
Yeah.
Slow on the draw?
Yeah.
We saw Carlos Newton and Kazushi Sakuraba go after each other. We've seen Daijiro Matsui and Akira Shoji go after each other. We want to see Kikuta go after Matsui because Matsui will meet him in kind, I think.
He will go 100%. I mean, the fight against him and against Shoji, that was a beautiful fight.
But if you look at this, it's Matsui the one who's hanging on.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, he started punching. Oh, okay.
Both men 5'9" and right around 200 pounds. Kikuta being quite a bit more experienced with 9 mixed martial art fights, and Matsui only having had the one fight against Akira Shoji, but coming from the same gym as this budding new fighter, Kazushi Sakuraba, has got to make it seem like he's fought a lot more than one fight.
Yeah, he probably trained a lot, and he's just real relaxed in the fights, like you said. But you got ring fighters, you got dojo fighters, and this guy fought a lot in the dojo, and he's the same. He's real relaxed during the fight, and that's the most difficult thing, by the way, because you always have these fighters. They're real good. You think, my God, this guy's going to be a new superstar. They're phenomenal in the dojo, but then you put them in the ring with all the attention and all the pressure, and then suddenly they don't function anymore. And he doesn't seem to have that. He's so relaxed, and he goes for everything. So that makes it a real exciting fighter.
Well, now that you mentioned that, who would be an example of that?
Of what?
Of what you just said about the phenomenal fighter in the dojo that gets in the ring and doesn't pan out.
Let me think. Why?
Well,
you had somebody in mind?
No, I just wondered if you had somebody in mind.
No, I used to. I was a teacher in Holland also, in Thai boxing, and we had phenomenal Thai boxers. And everybody thought, oh, this guy's going to make it. You know, he pretty much rocked everybody. And then in the ring, they freeze.
Well, to his credit, Kikuta has thrown quite a few more strikes in the first couple minutes of this fight than he did almost in the entire fight with Renzo Gracie. So this already has been a different fight. And look at this double palm defense by Matsui.
But this is good, you know, because now, yes.
See that by Matsui using the heels on hips. But Kikuta, to his credit, did scoot around and try. Now he's got half mount.
Beautiful. He's working. They told him, they said, listen, if you're going to fight one more time like the last fight.
Oh, nice reversal there by Matsui.
Beautiful.
Now Matsui trying to get the back, but nothing doing.
He's going to trip him again and fall in the guard.
Matsui should throw a knee here. Good balance there by Matsui, but it didn't prevent the takedown. Kikuta trying to pass the guard, trying to achieve full mount.
Yeah, this is a way better fight than the first time we saw him. Looking, boom, escaping the half guard. He's working.
There's that breathing.
I'm telling you, man, listen, if the bell goes and they walk to the corner, they all breathe in and out, deep breaths. So
Right.
during the fight, if you have the chance to breathe deep in and out, and there's not a possibility that somebody can hit you, especially in the belly, take it. Take the chance and breathe in and breathe out. But watch out, don't do it from the wrong position, because if you get hit at the moment you breathe in on the body, you don't want to have that.
No, because it'll knock the wind out of you.
Totally. It's the worst. It's the worst pain, the worst feeling. He's got a front choke going on.
Oh, this is not good for Matsui because he's got the mount with the front choke.
Oh, and now he's going to go for the Kimura. No, it's not going to work. No, he didn't have it all.
Okay, now Matsui is defending well, but this is just a real basic grappling match.
Yeah, they should mix it up with little strikes a little more, because he was doing good with it, actually. So why stop? Why change a winning routine?
It's interesting to compare this fight with some of the other fights that we've seen in the Pride Fighting Championships that have been grappling matches.
Yeah.
I have to go to Sakuraba versus Vernon Tiger White.
Beautiful fight.
An exceptional fight, and it was a grappling match, but it wasn't as, shall we say, pedantic or basic as this one. This seems basic by comparison. That one seemed like advanced.
Yeah, that's true. I saw some good movement here also. They're doing real well. Look, he was waiting perfectly for the moment to turn him. It was perfect. But Kikuta he has got very good balance.
And he's got that good trip takedown.
Yeah, but
but it doesn't really lead to anything. He gets the takedown, and then I don't know. I'd like to see some of his submission skills. But Matsui may be the problem. Maybe his defense against submissions is too good for Kikuta.
That's for sure. We saw him against Shoji. Shoji couldn't submit him. Went to distance.
And that was in his debut.
Here we are. But they work. Look, there he goes again with the strikes from the bottom.
Oh, double up kick. Right to the stomach. Double up kick. That was great by Matsui. Unpredictable.
Look, very nice.
Oh, that was an absolute tremendous roll out of the side mount by Matsui. Matsui on top now. Time for a little payback. Kikuta has been on top the whole time in Matsui's guard. Matsui exploded with a double up kick to the face, which almost caught Kikuta, and then doubled up again, double up kick to the body. Kikuta fell back in, Matsui flipped him. Beautiful sequence.
This is what we want to see all day long. He should knee again, but hit the shoulders this time. You see, right now it's difficult because when he's going to give too much space, Kikuta is going to turn him or he's going to stand up. So now I can understand, but I would go for shots, knees to the body, knees to the shoulder. You see, left knee. Whoa. Even go for submission, he should hook his... Oh.
Now, he tried to go for a mount there. Now, right here, Matsui should keep the distance and throw punches and kicks. Because if he gets into another body lock, he's going to go down, and he's probably going to have Kikuta on top of him. So he's got to really, really punch here. And there he is. Kikuta waving him on like, come on, that was nothing. This is where fighters have got to be more well-rounded. We haven't seen a lot of great punchers in the past. Now we've got Igor Vovchanchyn just came in. He's a pretty good puncher. Big Daddy Gary Goodridge, but he loops. Oh, good overhand right by Daijiro Matsui.
And the low kicks, that was like his second or third low kick. Just keep doing it.
Now there's tension in this fight. Now they've broken out of what could have been the same old position that they were in for 50-some-odd minutes with Gracie, and now it's a diverse fight. It's got different things going on. People don't want to see the same old thing. Look at that. This guy's like a wild stallion, Daijiro Matsui. Now, he turned that one around. What looked to be Kikuta's round, Matsui may have stolen away.
Hey, listen, the end part was totally him. If he can keep continuing doing this, it's going to be a great fight. But I'm afraid that he's going to go for the takedown again. Matsui just needs to stand up because his striking skills are better than Kikuta's. Here we go to the head,
double up,
right away to the
and then
body.
Double up to the body.
Oh.
Now that he had to have felt that, boss.
Oh yeah, that could have knocked the wind out of him also.
Exactly.
Right there.
If it wasn't for his conditioning, he may have been in serious trouble because 2 front kicks coming from the ground up, hitting you on the solar plexus. Have you ever had the wind knocked out of you from a teep kick?
Oh,
it's a terrible feeling.
Punches, everything. My first kickboxing class, I got a liver shot. Oh my God, not a nice experience.
Round 2.
Well, this fight just got real exciting with that last couple minutes. Matsui really stepping up the action.
Yeah, Kikuta is wearing the Japanese bad boy shorts.
Yeah. What's he?
They wipe him off, because he's too slippery.
Oh, maybe yeah. Is it
water?
Is it Vaseline or water?
Water.
Oh, I see.
And he's there again, looking. Oh, I want to fight.
Now Matsui, he's got to punch. He's just got to punch here. Side kick by Matsui. It was more of a push than it was a crack.
Ooh.
Looked like a jump side kick, ended up being almost a drop kick. Didn't land though, and it's too bad because now he's back down on the bottom, up against the ropes, in the corner. Kikuta back to his huffing and puffing.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
You don't want to do that 3 times.
No, because the referee will say, you give up?
You see, that's... I wouldn't...
Why would he do that?
I don't know. It has absolutely no effect. I would start laughing, Just you cross face, pull yourself out, bang at a bang at a bang, and there we go. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he just keeps that arm wrapped around the neck and holds him there. It's frustrating almost.
Yeah, knees to his upper thighs right now. Or knees to the body. Bang, you see?
I think Matsui should knee that guy in the head from this position. I think Matsui should knee him. Or it's harder in this position now, but when he had him in the side mount,
yeah, oh yeah.
Matsui should knee him with that left knee right to the head right now. He should knee him in the head.
Yep, he's not doing it.
He's too worried about him getting mount.
Right? Are the knees to the head allowed here?
As far as I know.
Yeah, because they change sometimes the rules, eh?
Well, Matsui threw 2 kicks at Kikuta's head earlier in the fight, in the first round.
Yeah, but he was on two points.
But he was on his back.
Yeah, okay, that's true too, yeah. Okay, he's going to go for a submission now.
He's going to go for a hammerlock, right?
Yeah, reverse figure 4. But it's a difficult one to get. If you know a little bit of submissions. That's better. At least it's better than the taps, Now,
exactly.
This you got to defend.
Yeah, he's trying to hit him.
Yeah.
Whereas, I guess it's a little bit of a growth from his fight against Gracie, but still, Kikuta is not establishing himself as an exciting mixed martial art fighter like Kazushi, Sakuraba, Akira, Shoji, even Daijiro Matsui or Carlos Newton. He's
whoa, and there he goes again for that front choke.
He's a little too technical.
And I think he's got it.
Maybe.
Let me see. I think he should pass that arm. He should pass that arm.
Oh, he's starting to turn blue here. Matsui's got to make sure he does the right thing here. No.
Oh, out.
Oh, he got out. Oh, it looked like he might be in a dangerous position. I'm sorry, but Kikuta is just not an exciting fighter so far. He hasn't shown any excitement.
Yeah, but he got the skills though. He's not using it. He should put a bag on the floor and start hitting the bag as a part of his training routine. Because he's got the balance, he got a good takedown, he's got the side. It's difficult to turn him.
But once he gets to the ground, he just stops.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's fine halfway, and then he just stops. Maybe he should just stick with straight submission fighting.
Yeah.
Because in mixed martial arts, he'll run in, he'll underhook, get the body lock, trip the guy down, and then great, but then what? Nothing. He just sits here and waits for the guy to make a mistake. You just can't wait. Sometimes you have to initiate. Sometimes you have to take some chances and fight your way out, even if you get into a bad position. Boss, you know this. You've done this before.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. He's going again for that front choke. But he should pass the arm. Matsui's got his left arm next to his head, and he should pass that arm and then go for that choke. No, he can't.
Well, one thing is for sure, he knows how to shut down Matsui's abilities, because Matsui has got a whole bunch of things he can do standing up, and pretty decent wrestler, but he doesn't know how to solve this kind of a problem right now. But if they restart these fighters in the center of the ring, he may show us that he does know how to reverse. Getting frustrated there.
I think so too. That means rope in my neck. It is very annoying, I guess, when you lay there with the rope in your neck.
Well, it can be a neck crank.
Yeah, like you saw in Pride #1. You remember that Kyokushin fighter when he got cranked with the rope? Jesus.
Yeah, that was nasty. Now, I want to see Matsui explode.
And escape the back door.
Something.
If Kikuta is going to get up and he's going to start punching, Matsui is going to turn his back and he gets out the back door just like he did with Akira Shoji. Watch it. But that's why maybe... There we go. And he pulls out.
Oh, boss. You are such a predictor of things to come.
Yeah, only it didn't work now.
No, not yet.
Predicted half.
But look what Matsui's doing.
He's got it!
Beautiful. He did an upside-down neck crank. See that?
And now he's got it. You see that? This is not going to work. This is not going to work. That's like, knock, knock, who's in the door? You know, you should push yourself out. Now, leaning with your elbow, leaning on that spot there, on the liver, and then pressing your weight constantly on it, that will do some damage.
That's mean.
No, it's mean, and it's legal.
I know.
Legal. I mean, it's
totally.
It's not a strike, and it would be good. It knocks the weight out of him. 3 minutes. He's got to get to work now before they stand it up again.
The pace on this fight is faster than some that we've seen, but it is by no stretch of the imagination a barn burner, a really exciting match. I understand the cautiousness it takes by both guys to prevent the other guy from dominating or winning, but I don't know.
Yeah. I know, but...
They're just laying there down on the ground, throwing little rabbit punches, and not a lot's happening. I think it's going to lead to frustration from the audience, is what I think.
Yeah, that's why the people are screaming. You hear the people, some are screaming that these are the tough guys in Japan. Whoa!
Now, Kikuta doing a nice reversal there, but again, we're back to square one.
If he's going to use it, then it's good. But if he's not going to use it, why even throw away the energy, you know? Nice. That's going to hurt the next day, too. Tomorrow he's going to feel some pain.
The first person I ever saw use that technique, it was on a tape called Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Action, and it was Rickson Gracie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, using that tape in some match he fought way back against a guy named Zulu, and he did that a lot, and I'll bet that hurt the guy. And he got him around the kidneys, too.
Wow. Yeah, I saw it. Hoist Gracie, he was doing the same thing also.
Right. I think they were the forerunners of that. You know, the, what should we call that? The upside down heel kick.
Yeah, they were the Columbuses of the upside down heel kick.
Yes, pasito. Not a lot going on here, folks.
Just waiting.
But we are live from the Tokyo Dome. Pride Fighting Championships #4. Bas Rutten from Holland, former 3-time King of Pancrase, seating next to me. I am Stephen Quadros. Daijiro Matsui on the bottom with the guard wrapped securely around Sanae Kikuta, coming here near the end of the second round. Just not a lot of action in this round. After that initial flurry at the beginning, and there it is.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reaction from the audience.
No, none.
None.
Zero.
There was not even a clap that the round was over. Well, fortunately, we're going to have another restart standing, and I'm kind of excited to see what Matsui did, or will do. Matsui there, as you said, boss, trying to buck him over, turning his back.
Yep.
And he's going to slip out the back door, but he almost can't. But then, look at that. See that? That's a cool move.
They should have showed it a little more. You see, Kikuta's fast. He grabbed right away the underhooks, so he couldn't slip out. But then he went.
Watch his. See how he throws his arm up there.
Beautiful.
And pulls him in.
Beautiful.
That was nice.
The last round.
See, Kikuta's charging in, and Matsui answering with the right hand, but here we are, body lock position.
The trip is coming. Let me guess. Trip. He's gonna turn him away from the ropes.
In case I get caught in a swamp.
DC trackers on top.
Obviously, there isn't anything personal, like animosity between these two guys. They're just competing in the sport. But there it is.
Yep.
And here we are.
The saga continues.
The 3 steps of Sanae Kikuta. Body lock with the underhooks. Spin off the ropes. Trip down into the guard. Lock up and wait. But we want to see more than waiting. Yeah. I want to see him pass his guard. I want to see him mount him. I want to see him punch him.
He did it in the beginning. He did it in the first round. He passed the guard. He pushed it away with his elbows, remember? And then climbed over. Okay, this is a very nasty situation.
There's that neck crank again.
Yeah, I would push, man, if I was Kikuta now.
Now he's got the other rope, the vertical rope, next to his ear.
Yeah,
you should just grab that top rope and pull it straight down. And choke him out. Just pull the 2 ropes together like, I got you.
No, he's putting him away. Oh.
Okay, Now, do you remember UFC 8 when Jerry Bolander fought Scott Ferozzo, and Scott Ferozzo had the tights on?
No, I don't know.
Okay, he had these tights on like a tank top, and Jerry Bolander grabbed the two ends of the tank top and pulled it around his neck for a while. He was trying to choke him out with it.
That's legal.
Yeah, it was, but it didn't work. But still, it was like the two ropes. Just grab the two ropes, and but it didn't work.
But he had an A for trying. You see, improvise. That's what it's all about. Yeah, he should pass the guard because this is not going to make him very popular.
No. It's not. I mean, he may get a few fights or something after this, maybe compete in some local events, but it's not like this is going to set the world on fire internationally. When you won the King of Pancrase and defended your title, did you do it before the fight? I mean, was it within the distance or was it decisions all the time?
No, it was always before the distance, before the end.
So it was always a knockout or choke out or
yeah, pretty much.
Some final. It wasn't like a real close, slow match, right?
No, never. I think that I have two. No, not one distance fight ever.
Okay.
It always went before.
You
also, when they beat me, of course, huh?
Exactly. Well, that frequently happens.
Yeah.
But let's say some of the other legends of mixed martial arts. Let's take Royce Gracie, for instance.
Yeah.
Now, Royce Gracie, when he first came out and won the first 3 UFCs, I don't think any of his fights went the distance. The first one that went the distance was his fight with Ken Shamrock in UFC number 5. And I think that's what gave him the legendary status that he had. He could close the show.
Yeah.
And that is what the point I'm trying to make is that if Kikuta and or Matsui or any other fighters for that matter really want to become legends, they've got to dominate. They've got to close the show and have some finality in it. And I understand it's hard because the other guy is trying to make you not win the fight.
Yep.
But you've got to figure out some way to overcome that. Come with some resource, even if it be something crazy.
Look at this. These are good strikes. Now he's doing something. See, this is what you're talking about. You have to find a way.
Yeah.
Hit him a few times, go body shots. From that same distance, he can hit pretty hard. Body shot, head. Body shot, head. Or the other way around. And work. He's going to try to pass the guard.
And I think the other thing is that audiences around the world, universally, always love to see a guy come from behind and win.
Yeah.
Now, Matsui's been on the ground, on the bottom, a lot in this fight. It would be great to see him jump back up and somehow get busy. I'm not saying to defeat Kikuta because I really don't care who wins. But I'd like to see some drama, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about. Everybody wants to see drama. Everybody wants to see action. It's all about action.
Because
and here he goes again. You see, but he's got to get rid of that arm. Yeah, he's got it more tight now.
And Matsui just flips him right over. But he's still in a bad position.
Yeah,
Matsui potentially, but he got out. But here we are back in the sports mode again. Matsui on top. This is almost like a jiu-jitsu sparring match with an occasional pity-pat punches.
Yeah. You're it. Good. See,
that's what I mean. He tried something. He lifted him up and slammed him.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Even if it be out of frustration or desperation, something to create a new opening. I think both guys have resigned themselves to this fight going the distance. I really don't think in their hearts either one of them feels that they can submit the other guy or knock the other guy out. I think they've decided that a while ago, and they're just trying to win, possibly on points.
After round 1, they gave everything, and they said, you know what, let's ride it out.
And it's too bad because It's that kind of determination, I believe, that makes a true champion.
Yeah.
Is the kind of determination to say, no, I'm going to win this fight, and I'm going to win big, and roll the dice. It's like when Gary Goodridge fought Marco Ruas in Pride Fighting Championships #2.
Yeah.
He rolled the dice big time. Marco was a legend.
Yeah.
He went after him with reckless abandon and made the fight. Even though he lost, I don't think that diminished his drawing power around the world in mixed martial arts.
Oh, no. I think people love him. I think this guy, Gary, we're gonna see a lot of him. For sure. But it's going to be like, they're going to say now with any minute, they're going to say the last 2 minutes. And then they're going to fire up, trust me. Push yourself out.
But I'll tell you, if you want to sell this sport to the mass audiences, you can't show them fights like this. You can't. I mean, God bless both these athletes, but this is just, I don't know, it's falling short. But it's payback time now for Matsui with those little back hammer fists.
Yeah, but
He's punishing him a little bit here.
you want to punish somebody, you know, you punish them. Push yourself out.
Are they going to scoot them around back to the center of the ring in this position? Unfortunately, this fight has not displayed any diversity at all. It's been pretty much one note. It hasn't delivered the unexpected.
1 minute now. See if they...
1 minute, and I'd be willing to forecast no explosion in this fight. But Matsui continues to bash away at the body and the ear of Sanae Kikuta. Well, I can't picture this fight being anything but a draw. Neither man dominated. Both men did some work on a technical level. What do you think, boss?
No. Same thing with you, Stephen. I'm there. You know, it's two styles when they match up real good, you know, and they don't really want to go anymore for something. You hear the audience.
You know, I think you hit it on the head. I think the styles make fights.
Yeah.
But we've seen Kikuta fight the same way in two different fights.
Yeah.
Basically. Grab on real tight and hold on. The fight's a draw.
Yeah, you hear the people. Nobody's cheering. Nobody's applauding.
Because this fight was anticlimactic. It's a draw.
This fight's going to be action-packed, trust me. Sakuraba gave us... All his fights were beautiful, action-packed. And Allan Goyes, I saw him fight in Pancras. He fought Frank Shamrock there. And that was an action-packed fight, too. So, for sure, This is going to be beautiful.
Okay, there he is. Allan goes with Carlson Gracie standing directly behind him. Now, there may be an element of payback in this fight because Goes may be going back for revenge over his teammate lost to Sakuraba, Conan Silveira, in Ultimate Japan. And there he is, Kazushi Sakuraba. As I was saying earlier, Conan Silveira lost to Sakuraba via an armbar, and it may be a humiliating thing for a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy to get armbarred by a Japanese pro wrestler.
Yeah, that has to be real bad. I remember that. I was there, and man, that was crazy. And like a classic book armbar too, you know, spin around 180 degrees, pow, there it was. But can he do this to Allan Goes? Because this guy knows his submissions.
I think Allan Goes is technically a better grappler than Conan Silveira. Oh, nice front kick there by Sakuraba to let him know that things are going to come flying upside his head. Sakuraba with a very low single takedown. Sakuraba working to pass the guard of Allan Goes. Not such an easy proposition.
Good shot, you see?
Yeah, use the strikes to set up the submissions.
Yeah, this has to be a good fight. It cannot be anything else than a good fight.
You've got two of the greatest ground fighters in the world really risking their reputations going up against each other. A lot of times in high-level sports, some of the top fighters, they don't fight each other. But here, we've got two of the best fighting each other.
Oh, yeah.
Sakuraba chopping down with his own punch, the right hand, and looked like he almost got pulled into a triangle choke there.
Yeah. Did you see how he defended right away, put his arms in?
And look how he's defending against guillotine choke. Allan has been nonstop at trying submissions for the last 30 seconds. That's a tight guillotine, boss.
Wow.
He doesn't have the guard wrapped around yet, but is Sakuraba in trouble here?
No, he's not. He's from the side. He cannot do it. I wouldn't waste the energy.
Oh, good kick there by Allan Goes. When you see the leg fly back like that, you know that that was some impact.
Oh, he's bleeding.
It's a lot of blood out of that right ear. Now, the look in Sakuraba's eyes
is a little different, huh? From what we've seen before.
Yeah, well, it's a little more aggressive. It's a little more emotional.
Yeah. He really wants to kick him now. It's probably because he's bleeding. He's like Bruce Lee.
Could be, but Allan Goes demonstrating that he's dangerous from the bottom with kicks. He threw that roundhouse kick very close.
Oh, cartwheel. Nice.
Cartwheel. And punching away at Allan Goes. Oh! Allan shooting that up kick straight up. And that kind of stunned Sakuraba there for a second. High drama here at the Tokyo Dome. Allan Goes on the bottom, Kazushi Sakuraba standing. Neither man giving an inch. Both men trying to impose their unique games on the other. I've got to say, I've been impressed with Allan Goes so far, especially from the kicking standpoint.
Yeah, I thought submissions for sure. I know. But the kicking, he even kicked him in the head. And a few times really close, too.
Flying roundhouse kick to the head.
Yeah, look at this.
Stomp kick to the leg. Roundhouse kick to the leg. Straight up kick to the face.
Whoa, good low kick there.
Sakuraba doesn't quite know what to do with this position. But you can be damn sure that he's not going to wait around. He's going to try something.
But what? What is he going to do? Allan is doing a great job here.
Allan is very well prepared for this fight. And he comes in with a lot of confidence.
Oh.
That sounded like a cap gun going off. That was a hard smack on the leg of Allan Goes.
Kick to the... Oh!
Great up kicks there by Allan Goes.
Man, he trained for this.
Dangerous kicks by Allan Goes. Sakuraba trying to rough his and tumble his way in.
He's going leg lock. He's trying something.
Allan blocking the punches by Sakuraba.
Leg lock. He's going. He wants to go for knee bar. Toe hold. Oh.
Allan pushes his way up. Allan gets back up.
Uh-oh. This is a dangerous thing. We saw him a few times in this position.
Sakuraba in the side mount on top. Allan Goes working to get out of that position. I think the stakes are incredibly high in this fight, and both men are fighting at the peak of their capability, but Allan seems to be scoring the better strikes so far.
He is doing really well. He's ahead on points. That's one thing for sure. At the other hand, yeah, I think on points he is because he scored a lot. But Sakuraba did a lot too. He also gave some damage, and he gave him a hard time. Kicks to the legs.
I would wonder. I would think that Allan Goes had probably studied Sakuraba a little bit.
Yeah, he trained for this, for that kicking thing. He trained it for sure because the low kicks he gave, the kicks to the knees, the kicks to the head. Here we go. Kick to the head. See, I want to say.
It's Allan that is initiating the first strikes. Sakuraba's playing catch up every time. Allan is usually the first guy to get off for the strikes, where Sakuraba, because he's so used to grappling without strikes, there he gets kicked again. I think that this fight is going to have a very, very powerful effect on Sakuraba's fighting style. Because in his fights against Carlos Newton, Vernon Tiger White, there were very few strikes thrown. But Allan is unloading on Sakuraba. See, he's kicking him in the face every couple minutes.
What, every couple seconds?
Right.
Sakuraba thinks, what is going on?
And look how Allan is holding Sakuraba's leg. Now look at that leg work by Allan Goes.
Yeah, this guy's phenomenal.
He really is. What a great takedown.
And again.
Allan's leg work is phenomenal in this fight.
Yeah, they say in Jiu-Jitsu he's got one of the best guards in the world, they say. And I guess we see it right here because having a good guard is all about footwork and leg work and hips and everything, and he's using it 100%.
Oh no, this is not good because, you know, Sakuraba... Oh, he's going to choke Sakuraba out. Sakuraba's in a lot of... Oh, he's out. He got out.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
He had him.
He's on Kazushi Sakuraba. He's giving him problems in this fight. Now his nose is cut.
What? That's what he's going to do next. Yeah, he wiped off his blood. He only didn't taste it. Kicks.
This is Allan Goes' fight so far. No question.
Very nice. Yes, so. Whoa! blazed away again. Hey!
Now that was great. Cupped the heel, took him down. Now we get to see Sakuraba work from his guard.
I don't believe that he's going to catch him with a triangle, no. No.
I don't think so
That's
either.
not gonna happen.
But we get to see Sakuraba work from his back. A reversal here.
Yeah, but it's only 1 minute left, so that's bad for Allan right now, because he's got a good position. But Allan can strike, trust me.
Yeah, he really... Oh, Allan's going for the choke again, boss.
But he's losing it again.
He doesn't have the correct leg position. He needs to be directly... Now... This is some of the best jiu-jitsu I've ever seen in mixed martial arts, for sure.
Beautiful.
And it was mixed up with strikes. Kazushi Sakuraba helps, Allan goes up.
Yeah.
What a tremendous first round for Allan goes. He dominated Sakuraba with strikes from the bottom. From the bottom.
Here we go, watch this. He turns him and then he turns on his back.
Oh, he had it in, too.
He had the choke.
He had the choke, and Sakuraba desperately fought his way out.
He just missed that hook. The left hook, you see? He just missed it. That was a close call right there.
Oh, yeah. But nonetheless, Sakuraba remained relaxed throughout. It was, as we stated earlier, how Sakuraba was fighting with some emotion, and I think that emotion may not have fit him too well. I think he's got to go back to that really icy exterior, because Allan is here to win. That's for sure.
You can say that again. Touch hand kick, high kick. Oh.
But Allan doesn't care about giving up like a single leg takedown like that, because he wants to work from the bottom. He's been successful there. I don't know that he's going to submit Sakuraba from the bottom, because he seemed to be most successful working towards the submission when he got Sakuraba's back. But from here, he's dangerous with the strikes. Like right there, he's grinding away, hitting Sakuraba on the ear, bloodied Sakuraba's ear. But look at his leg work.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
It's very technical.
Sakuraba grabbing the foot. Looks like he's going for like a toe. No, he let it go. But obviously he saw his fight against Frank Shamrock, where Frank had caught Allan in a heel hook, and he had to escape. But that was after that Allan choked Frank, and Frank had to escape. So that was a fight, man. That was a 15-minute full power fight.
I think Allan may have exerted quite a bit of energy, and maybe he's trying to catch a second wind in the second round. Sakuraba working for position on the bottom himself. Now Allan goes on top.
Calma, respira agora. Junta a mão com a mão aí para não sair. Passa estabiliza. Pensa lá, pensa. Vai na boa. Passa estabiliza. E vai bater, bate. Olha o carão dele aí.
That's got to be uncomfortable. Allan's right knee pushing down at the back of Sakuraba's leg.
Yeah, you know, it's very difficult to breathe right now. Your neck is bent, and that shot is also very uncomfortable.
Sakuraba chopping up from the bottom. It's quite a bit different round than the first round was, where we saw Sakuraba standing, but taking most of the abuse while standing.
Yeah, that was something crazy, eh? Yeah, he's catching his breath, and then he will go again. Now, what's going to happen next? Is he going to try to pass the guard? I think he does. I think he will.
Well, I think we're going to see some explosion of some kind. It's interesting to see the progression of mixed martial art fighting technique here. we've seen different elements brought in, and now we've seen Allan Goes bring in some really interesting elements, especially working from the bottom. It seems like his top game is a little slower than his bottom game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he caused more damage on the bottom than he's doing now. But this is a good position for him. He passed the guard, now he goes to the side. He's probably going to start raining knees.
There's Carlson Gracie, legendary trainer of some of the world's greatest grapplers. Sakuraba on the bottom again. He's got his back to Allan, but this is not a good position for him to test with Allan Goes. Allan looks like Sakuraba may be going for, he was trying to go for a Kimura lock there.
And again, oh no. Went for the choke and missed it.
Allan is really testing Sakuraba's defense against the rear naked choke here. I don't know that Sakuraba wants to stay there and bait him with that move by turning his back to Allan.
I don't know either, because if Allan Goes puts the hook in one time, it's going to be trouble. But every time he just misses to put that hook in, and that gives Sakuraba the opportunity to twist out, to turn out.
Okay, now here's where Allan does his best. Now, I can't strike behind the back of the head, so that he gets a warning. But this is where Allan does his best work, is when he's on the bottom. When he was on top, he was pretty static. He didn't do much. But here on the bottom, he goes with punches to the ears. He goes for attempted arm bars or triangle chokes. And he even throws some kicks when Sakuraba gives him distance. But now Sakuraba, he wised up to that, so he's staying real close.
Front choke. Oh, okay.
Sakuraba going for a Kimura. And almost getting him in on an arm bar.
Oh, look at this.
Now, this has gotten real interesting. Allan does not want to get arm barred by Sakuraba. That would be that would be humiliating.
Yeah, that would, yeah, you don't want to go back to Brazil then. But he's not. He's way too experienced for that.
I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed about Sakuraba is that when he gets in a little bit of trouble, he continues rolling, and then he rolls again, and then he rolls again. He just doesn't hold on and pray that the guy makes a mistake. He's always moving himself. Even if he gets himself into a bad position, he'll fight his way out.
Yep.
So he's showing an extreme amount of confidence in his grappling skill. But Allan, on the other hand, not as dominant in this round as he was the first round, because Sakuraba has changed his own game plan. It's been a little bit different of a round, closer.
Yeah, but Sakuraba, there are only a few people in the world that can move like Sakuraba, you know, and go for these submissions. Look at this. Oh, now for some reason he ends up again. Look at that. His balance is phenomenal. He's got everything going. He's got all the skills, man. He can kick too.
But see, he doesn't really want us to be in this position because he's had problems. Because Allan will kick him in the knee 1 minute, throw a roundhouse kick to the face, and then throw a straight-up front kick to the face. Now he's chopping down with an axe kick?
Yeah.
Wow. This guy's versatile with those kicks from the bottom. Look at that.
3 minutes in this round.
He's throwing the kick that is... Allan's amazing on the bottom.
That's a good one.
Good shot.
And again.
That's on that bad knee, too.
And again.
I don't think Sakuraba should stay in this position. Even if he has to do a cartwheel, jump straight up in the air, do something. Get down on the ground, get in Allan's guard, or try and get back down, because this is more advantageous to Allan Goes. Allan's going to kick him in the face again.
Man, he seems so relaxed, eh? Both of them, but I mean, Sakuraba has no emotions. He doesn't show any emotion.
But he's taking kick after kick there on the leg, and that's not good.
Yeah, but Those kicks, they don't hurt. That one he had on the inside, that was a good kick. And the kicks to the head, they're good kicks. Like when he kicks now, he's going to get some leverage, you see?
Sakuraba's looking right at his leg.
That one.
It's really ironic because Sakuraba, in his first couple fights in the Pride Fighting Championships, surprised his opponents with unpredictable moves. But I think now the tables have been turned on him because Allan is giving him moves that maybe he has never seen before.
I've never seen before.
As a martial artist, I am learning from this fight.
He wants to make you go out and try it on some people.
Well, to be honest, I actually tried this when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is the same move that Allan was doing. I kicked a guy in the face in high school.
Oh, yeah? So you see, he learned it from you.
No, he didn't. What? No, he didn't. Absolutely not.
I used to have this trick that if somebody kicked me in school, and even a little bit close to my knee, I would grab my knee and pull my knee up and acted like I hurt my knee. And then when he came closer, I would kick with the same leg. Bang! And it always worked. Everybody always thought, oh, he's hurt. And they came in, bang! Neat little trick. Oh.
Speaking of tricks,
for that. That's...
You heard the impact from that kick.
Yep, that one's going to hurt. This is going to be a close fight.
Okay, closer than the first round. I don't know. That was a real close round. I think it could have been a draw round.
Yeah.
The first round was definitely Allan. That round was much closer because Sakuraba did most of the imposing of the submission attempts. Now, Allan got out of them, but like right here, Sakuraba got him close to an armbar.
It's beautiful. This guy moves. He's floating all around. Wow.
Allan was possibly in some trouble there, but his defense was really good. And it was Sakuraba standing back up, taking a few kicks, but not even as many as he took in the first round, because he's starting to get his distance. He's actually learning how to deal with this style as the fight progresses.
The last round, 10 minutes.
Okay, last round. Sakuraba wants to touch gloves, and Allan finally touches gloves. Allan, serious as a heart attack about defeating Kazushi Sakuraba.
He's got kicks out of nowhere, eh? It's doing actually good. Oh, the single leg.
But Allan trying to defend the takedown this time. Sakuraba getting on the bottom, possibly in the guard. But as I said before, Allan doesn't seem to be as effective in the top position as he was in the bottom position. But we shall see.
What is he going to do now? I think they should restart in the center of the ring. Okay, now we can use the rope. Maybe it's good. But he definitely should try to pass his legs. This, exactly.
But see how Sakuraba gets the guard again?
God, he's good.
Okay, they are, as you said, boss, going to restart the fighters closer to the center of the ring because Sakuraba is almost slipping out from under that ring rope. Allan passing the guard, but getting put back in the guard again. Sakuraba really working for that armbar. Really tricky here. Allan's got to be very careful.
He's all over the place.
Uppercut there by Sakuraba.
Make one little mistake, he's going to catch you. Leg lock, armbar, anything. Unbelievable. Look at him. He's constantly moving. See, he should need a back right now. Go for the kidneys or something. Forget submissions now. Forget about it, man.
I don't know. I don't know. He's got that choke again.
Yeah, but he needs to put his left foot in. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
He really does, but Sakuraba is turtled up real tight with that left knee directly under his chest, so it's almost impossible for Allan to put that left leg hook under.
Yeah, but that's why he should knee right now.
Plus, that's why he hasn't put it under, because Sakuraba had it trapped. We didn't see it from that angle. Sakuraba, right when Allan goes, thought he had another move on a choke. Sakuraba threw another monkey wrench in, but now he's in a good position.
Knee to the body.
Yeah, Allan should throw that right knee right under the underarm.
That's it.
And as soon as Sakuraba drops his arm down to block it, go for the choke again. Unbelievably, they have slowed down just a little bit.
Oh,
Now he's got it.
he's got it.
He's got
out
it
again.
But he's got it tight, though, boss. He's got it tight around his neck.
Whoa,
He does.
he's got it.
He's got it tight. That is a tight V-lock around the neck. Whoa! Even without the hooks, that was a lot of pressure on his neck.
Wow. Unbelievable escape. Yeah, that took a lot of energy from both of them.
Yeah, but Sakuraba's neck has got to be hurt by that because he twisted out of that. And Allan really had that tight. They're both resting. What an epic battle this has been.
This has been a real good fight. Real technical. You remember first we saw him against Vernon Tiger White. We said, wow, this is good. Then we saw him the last time against, who was it?
Carlos Newton.
Carlos Newton. Unbelievable. And now we see him against Allan Goyes. It's,
well, you know what I think?
What a fight.
I think the difference in this fight as opposed to those two fights, which were both tremendous grappling battles, I think there's more emotion in this fight. I think that both guys have a lot more on the line. I think they're fighting with a lot more pride in this fight. Whereas those first couple fights, it was more like they kept rolling around, they would go for a submission, they'd let it go, and it was more like, not a sparring match, but
yeah,
it wasn't
more the grappling match.
It wasn't the tension.
Yeah.
It wasn't like life or death depended on it. Whereas this match, I think there's a lot at stake. The implications are here. Carlson Gracie's student, Conan Silveira, was armbarred by Sakuraba in Ultimate Japan. Now they want payback. They're sending this guy in, maybe one of the Terminators, who knows, to take out Sakuraba. So he's fighting a lot different fight than Carlos Newton or Vernon Tiger White did. Those guys basically did a grappling match with no strikes. Allan is all over him with strikes. Look, he's got a bloody nose. He busted his ear up.
He's kicking the legs, kicking the head.
He's trying to take him out. And he's doing it with honor. He's not breaking the rules. He's not cheating. He's doing it with an absolutely unique style for Sakuraba.
Yeah, Sakuraba has to move now. He's going to have to work. Because this is going to be a close one to call, this fight.
Well, so far, I would have to give Allan Goes a slight edge in this fight because he's been more effective at initiating submission attempts and definitely more effective with the strikes, without question. Right there, stomp to the solar plexus from the ground.
Yeah. He looks in this position kind of like a big Hoyler Gracie, you see?
Exactly.
These are hot kicks, man.
I know, they're going bone to bone there. You can hear that. Sakuraba is befuddled by Allan Goes right now.
Whoa.
That's like a little gunshot, that roundhouse kick. But is it enough? I think regardless of what happens, this is technically one of the best grappling matches I've seen in mixed martial arts. I think we're seeing an evolution in the style of grappling of mixed martial arts going to a higher level each time. Guys like Allan Goes and Kazushi Sakuraba are taking it to the next level, boss.
They're doing, man. They're doing it for sure. And every fight Sakuraba's in, it's a beautiful fight. That counts too, you know. The guy wants to go. It doesn't matter. He's at the top. He will move. He moves around you, works circles around you. That will give you also opportunities to attack him, you know. And then he escapes again. We got the last 3 minutes. He's going to get to work.
Yeah, he really does. He's got to figure something out here because he can't stand in this position because Allan is doing most of the scoring here, even though Kazushi is throwing the kicks there. Okay, now, are we going to see some boxing? Nope. Oh low God. Single leg, ankle pick there. Sakuraba chopping to the body, but...
Yep, same position. What can we do, you know? They shoot. Whoa!
Another stomp there to the solar plexus by Allan Go's heel. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. We're seeing a whole new way of striking here, boss.
Man, I've never seen this in my life. So I'm going to load it up and see if I can ever use it.
He's doing a side kick now. He's doing a side kick from the bottom, aiming right at that taped-up knee. That's not a nice thing to do.
Wow.
Right at the taped-up knee. Now, Sakuraba spinning out, but Sakuraba can't do much.
Whoa.
It's almost as if Sakuraba has been out-tricked in this fight.
Yeah, he finally met somebody. Last 1 minute. He finally met somebody who does same crazy things like he does.
Well, he met somebody who's got the guts to try crazy things. But he hasn't been dominated necessarily, but he has been outscored for the most part. But I think because we have no judges tonight, if the fight goes the distance, it will be an automatic draw.
Man, I was thinking the same thing.
But if I were a judge, I would probably have to rule in favor of Allan Go's in this fight.
Yeah, I think so too.
I really do, because I think he's done more to win in this fight than Sakuraba has. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter because the way the scoring is set up is it goes to submission or knockout. Otherwise, it's an automatic draw. So far, that's the way the system is set up. End of the match. We saw strategy, and we saw a totally unique way of fighting from Allan Go's, an effective way of fighting. It's a draw, automatic draw. Got to tell you, though, I think Allan, he definitely did more in that fight than Sakuraba did. Wow. I think Allan has definitely made an impression, going to paying his respects there to Carlson Gracie. Allan Go's really has to be proud of his effort there. I'm sure Sakuraba is really going to think about what he just saw tonight under the cannons of Allan Go's with those 2 feet flying up at his face.
He's probably going to use it in his future fights because that was crazy. Beautiful.
Sano comes from Takada Dojo, so he's predominantly a wrestler. So we're going to see a clash of styles. Sano is going to try for the takedown in this fight. Both men have the same record. Both men have got one mixed martial art fight. Okay, Satoshi Honma, nice hair. Both men have one mixed martial art fight. Both men have one loss on their record. So both men want to get that win.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty intense stare down. They're looking at each other thinking, okay, we got to do this. This is business. Shaking hands. I don't know what to expect out of Honma. But his style is karate and pro wrestling. And Yuhi Sano is submission fighting out of Takada Dojo. Both men are right around 202, 204 pounds, respectively. I think that Honma, coming from a karate background, is probably going to be the better striker of the two. Starting right off with a crisp right low kick and a left jab there. And Sano, I think, is going to try for the takedown. I don't think he's going to want to stand up here. Oh, beautiful right hand! He knocked Sano down. A beautiful, out of nowhere right hand put Sano right on the deck. Whoa.
That one nearly hit him.
That almost knocked him out.
Want to see the fighters? Thank you.
Whoa! Left hook, right hand.
Yeah, he's definitely the better striker.
Yeah, Honma getting taken down there, as I expected, but striking back from the bottom. That is Taira, one of the famed Japanese Kyokushin fighters, who also was involved in training Andy Hughes.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, now we got Honma on the bottom. Really landed some good strikes standing up, so you better believe that Sano is going to want to keep this man down.
Sano has to pass the card because he can do it pretty easy from this position and go to the side and do something.
But Sano was so inactive when he fought Royler Gracie.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why I don't want to see the same Sano.
Yeah, because Sano did nothing against Royler Gracie. But here we've got Honma, who seems intent on doing quite a bit. Even from the bottom, he's going to be throwing strikes. And he's going to make Sano's life difficult. And, now it's going to get real difficult.
That is not good.
Because if he throws that right hand again, it's going to be a real tough thing for Sano. Oh, he's coming after him now. He's rumbling with him. I expect a knee straight up the middle. Honma should throw that knee straight up the middle.
That was one.
Right hand over and over.
Oh, he hit him back with a right. That was, I think, his first punch that we saw him make. See, I would say now, come on, man. Now you're going to get it back.
Honma seems to be reaching now with his punches. I think he should just relax. He's just got to relax and wait for the opening. Because if he can land that right hand again...
I think a left hook right straight would be perfect. Knee.
Come on, throw the knee. Oh, he had a perfect opportunity to throw a knee straight up the middle.
And again, he can throw the knee. Sano can throw a knee, a right knee to the body.
That's Tamura from the Rings Fighting Organization. Another great fighter from
Good
Japan.
knees.
Sano's got to get him down. He can't stand up with this guy. This guy's going to hurt him standing up. Oh, Sano landing a right hand, but it didn't do much.
He is punching. I have a feeling this is going to be a bloody match.
I think so, too.
Because he's already bleeding. Oh my God!
Honma with the uppercut.
There, the knees.
Blazing away. Caught him with a knee there. Right hand there. He rocked him again. Left hook. Sano again being reduced to a punching target for Satoshi Honma. And Sano
bleeding.
is cut. He's cut above the left eye, right on the forehead.
He should just go for it.
He's got to take him down. He's got to take him down. He cannot stand up with this guy. This guy's going to bust him up. Well, we're finally seeing some striking here.
Yeah, from Sano, that's good for a change.
Low kick. Now he's going to start chopping with that low kick.
Left hook, right straight. That would the thing for Honma be to do. It will open up right away. You can see it. Normally in a fight, I would never recommend that. Not easy, because starting with a left hook is kind of a vulnerable thing. But in this fight, it will be perfect.
Yeah, because this guy hasn't been able to time his punches to go in for a takedown attempt. And this guy is basically trying to, stand up with this guy, and he's outgunned. When Honma goes to throw a punch or kick, he
my
caught
God.
him right there, but he didn't do anything. Honma just waved his arms like, so what? He's looking up at the ceiling. What's that to do? And I don't think he really needs to distract the guy any more than he's doing. Right now, Honma is just picking Sano apart. Oh, good right hand, low kick.
Go to the body, too. Liver punch, king, right straight. His hands are way up if he punches.
Sano is a mess right here. And he eats another low kick. Honma is just dismantling Yuhi Sano. Slowly and methodically putting together his karate background.
Oh.
Throwing the hard low kicks. Oh, that was a good low kick. He was standing on it. And uppercut. He's raging in. Punching him out.
He should let him go. Yeah, this is what he should do. And now pull yourself out.
I think Honma is getting a little wild here. He's got to get a little more focused. But
yeah,
he's hitting him on the mark, though.
And it's bloody, all right.
Just as you predicted, Basito.
Yep. Wow.
They may have to look at this cut.
They need like a super glue spray and say, okay, close your eyes. Okay, so you put some, like cucumber on your eye and then just spray the whole spray.
Yeah, but then what if you...
And everything closes
Then you
again.
can't open your eyes again.
No, then you pull the cucumber off and then you can see again. It's like going under a
you should be a
suntan bank.
You should be like a fight doctor.
I would be like the best.
Oh, they're training there,
Whoa!
folks.
It's getting exciting.
Why is Sano doing this? He should do everything in his power to get this guy on the mat. Sano's starting to look like he went through the windshield of a car at about 65 miles an hour.
With no airbags.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sorry, man.
Yes, Pasito.
No, Pasito. Yeah, they gotta have to check it up. But I think it's not that bad. I think he just cuts easy, and small cuts. It always looks worse than it is.
Well, the one over his right eye to the side, which is not going to impair his vision.
On the right side.
It's a pretty nasty cut. Yeah. And if he gets hit a couple more times with that left hook, it's going to make it big.
Come on, left hook, right straight. Bam, bam. Hey, bang. Do that with the right straight. And Sano should just return with a right straight to the head.
right low kick. Hurting knee to the head. He's cross-arm blocking, but he's taking punishment.
He did the triple knee tap.
Yeah, but Sano's just totally getting his ass kicked here by a good karate guy.
Oh,
knee to the head.
He's bleeding all over the place. If there's an award for that, he's gonna definitely win it.
I think you're right. You're a sick guy, Basito.
Oh my God.
Honma's just raging in there.
To the body.
Why doesn't Sano drop down and grab the legs? He's got to try something. Oh, the low kicks. The fight has got to be over. Look at his leg.
Oh, poor guy.
He can't even stand up. I mean, come on. The referee's got to stop the fight. Just give it a break.
What is this?
The guy's finished. Okay. Now, what's he going to do? Okay, the fight is over. Thank God. Sano was really taking a shellacking there. Honma was just putting it all over him, low kicks, and it was the low kick that ended the fight.
Jesus Christ, man. Wow. He was getting a beating.
He really was.
Poor guy.
It was a very, very hard beating.
And the guy got in better shape. The further we went into the fight, he got more and more fresh. Honma, you see, he kept going.
Well, Sano just didn't have the equation to block the strikes. He didn't have the equation to block the strike standing, and here he is getting grounded and pounded into the ground. It was just, Sano was just in way over his head in this fight. This guy Honma, he's one mean dude. He put it together.
第6試合10分3ラウンドを行います。青コーナー格闘探偵団バトラーズ183センチ92キロアレクサンダー・オーツカ
Alexander Otsuka, coming from a prestigious pro wrestling background. He's got one of his cornermen wearing the cat mask, the tiger mask. He's fighting his second mixed martial art fight against this man, the legend himself, Marco Ruas. Otsuka, on paper, is in over his head in this match because Otsuka has only got one fight, and it was a loss by armbar submission to Egan Inoue at the Lumax Cup. And he's going to be stepping in, and he's going to be giving up only about 10 pounds in weight. But Marco's got a whole lot more experience.
Yeah, here we go.
Marco Ruas with the Hunter Trunks versus Alexander Otsuka from Tokushima Prefecture in Japan. We're seeing some of that pro wrestling style coming out, that flamboyant, wild moves. Wow, what a hard kick. Wow, that was a hard kick. And Marco already working for a choke. Marco on the bottom, half guard, going for a guillotine choke. But he let it go. Marco Ruas is one of the first fighters to really put the whole game together. Punching, kicking, wrestling, and submissions. He's been in some wars in Brazil, been in some wars in the United States, winning the UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship number 7 8-man tournament. Ruas is coming off a win in Pride Fighting Championships number 2 over Big Daddy Gary Goodridge via a heel hook submission. And that was a rough tumble for him early on, but he kept his composure, and when the submission presented itself, he got it. And I expect Marco to... He's probably going to sweep Alexander any moment here.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's in a perfect position with that right leg under his thigh to flip him over.
Yeah, we don't know anything from Alexander Otsuka. The Lumax Cup, what was it? Was it the submission fight or was it an NHB fight?
I think it was mixed martial arts.
Okay.
But for sure, it didn't have any. I don't know that it would have any people of the striking ability of Marco Ruas.
Yeah. But Marco needs to get out of this position because so he can strike and yeah, just be himself. Or goes again for that for a leg lock. I mean, we saw him doing it a few times now with Pat Smith and Gary Goodridge. Yeah, Gary we saw. Pat Smith I saw. I don't know if other people saw it.
So far, Marco has been content to just hang on here and wait for Otsuka to possibly blow his energy sources. Do you think Marco is waiting to explode in this fight?
I think he does. If Otsuka put the arm around the neck or something, he's probably going to try to sweep him or something.
Well, I've got to tell you that Otsuka is not doing too badly in this fight so far.
No, he's doing good. He took him down and he stayed there and he's on top and he's still there. So that gives him some credibility already. Here he goes. Oh, no. Yeah, he's going to skip out now.
He's trying to turn the hips to the left, boss.
Yeah, so he's going to try to escape the back door, so to say, like under his armpit. But Otsuka got some experience, you can tell.
Well, it's interesting. Some of these gentlemen from Japan, such as Kazushi Sakuraba and Daijiro Matsui, who come from a pro wrestling background, have done fairly well in mixed martial arts, especially Sakuraba.
Sakuraba is the man from the pro wrestling. That's one thing for sure.
So Otsuka may want to follow in the footsteps of Sakuraba, but he's really chosen a tough opponent.
Yeah, not an easy opponent for your first fight. You know, you want to have a few fights, you get a few wins, and then you want to meet people like Marco, Vovchanchyn. You know, that's a coming-up fighter too now.
Yeah, Vovchanchyn looked good early on against Goodridge.
Oh, yeah.
And now we've got Marco, he's here. Otsuka seems to be really excited in this match. He's going down and punching the leg.
Stamping the foot.
Marco has got to get back to his feet somehow, but Otsuka is doing everything he can to prevent that.
Yeah, but he will. He will get up.
Well, it's interesting, after watching Allan goes in this position, he was really creative with his kicks. I'd like to see Marco throw an up kick like Allan did.
That would be something, huh? Yeah, he did a lot of damage there. Huh? The inside low kicks, outside low kicks, kicks to the knees, kick to the stomach, and then a kick to the head. He got it all. He had it all.
But right now, it's Otsuka in control of this fight.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised at this. because Marco has been such a dominant force in mixed martial arts.
Oh, the leg lock.
Oh, that was beautiful by Ruas, scooping that right leg underneath Otsuka's left leg and almost going for a heel hook from the bottom. That was a tricky move. He actually did that to a guy in the Ultimate Fighting Championship number 7, Larry Curitan. He submitted him with a heel hook from the bottom, very much like that. Wrapped his leg around and eventually turned the guy's heel and got him.
It's a beautiful move. I love leg locks. You gotta love them, you know. People underestimate them. It's difficult to do it on somebody who knows a little bit about leg locks and who's wearing no shoes. Then it's a little bit more difficult. And of course, you know, once they start sweating and slipping out. But then there is always the knee bar you can go for, or a toe hold. But leg locks, yeah, are very underestimated.
Whoa! Oh, that was beautiful. Marco Ruas
should take his time now.
Yeah. Mounted position on top of Alexander Otsuka. Otsuka should have known Marco Ruas may have been playing possum early on, just waiting for his moment.
Oh, he should go, and again, I always say this, cross face, push yourself out.
And then punch.
And that's it. He should go for it. Because you got only 2 minutes left.
Well, he didn't need the cross face there.
Whoa, there were 2 good shots.
Otsuka seems to be panicking a little bit down under.
In the eye, he's putting his jaw in the eye of Otsuka. Oh, and a good punch again. 1 minute. Can he finish this before 1 minute? He should go for it now.
Oh, Otsuka not good. Turning his back on Marco Ruas. Marco Ruas got both the leg hooks in. Ruas going for the rear naked choke. Alexander Otsuka trying to spin out. He's trying everything he can to keep from getting choked out here.
Marco should hit now.
Oh, Marco,
he's got it.
He's got a real tight. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. It should be just a matter of time. Just needs to squeeze that choke.
Can he do it before the time? That's the only thing.
Just relax. He's got it. Otsuka imminently will be tapping out.
Oh, he's got to pull his right shoulder back, or left shoulder. Oh, he's slipping out.
Oh, the round ended. Oh.
On the bell.
Oh. What a tough break for Marco Ruas. Almost had Otsuka out with a rear naked choke. Otsuka strutting back to his corner. Ruas looks a little winded in his corner, boss.
Yes, he does. He does. I see it. I know that Marco was taking medicines. He had a big injury. He had it in a training like 2 days before when he was sparring with Mark Kerr. And they gave him inflammation pills against the inflammation. And I don't think that's always a good idea to take things like that. I rather go for a shot in the knee, a painkiller, than to take something that goes into your bloodstream.
Well, he almost had the rear naked choke. And Otsuka escaped because we do have time limits now. And Ruas coming back out. Hopefully he can get Otsuka on the mat again and impose that rear naked choke once again. But Otsuka was doing great up to the first 3 quarters of that match until Ruas flipped him.
Wow, that was a close call. 10 seconds more and he probably would have won the fight.
But Ruas doesn't have a lot of zip in his skip right now. Not bouncing around like we've seen him. Otsuka really, really cautious here. Not wanting to wade right in and go to war with Marco Ruas again. That pounding that he was taking at the end of the first round is probably fresh on his mind.
They're both tired.
That was a lot of energy expended in the first round.
Yeah, Marco's reflexes don't seem there when you look at this. Because when Otsuka moves, you know, he's like a second later every time. So he's trying to catch his wind. Oh, and good takedown defense.
Yeah, that was a shot by Otsuka, and Marco with the double underhook and the sprawling straight back, able to defend against that takedown by Alexander Otsuka.
He shouldn't do this. He shouldn't do this. He should go to the side. Move to the side. Get out of there.
Marco is breathing awful hard.
I'm telling you, it must be the things in medicine. We trained real hard in Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu Club, and I've never seen him like this in training, not even so.
Because usually he is one of the most highly conditioned athletes. Otsuka flipping out of that double underhook. Nice move by Otsuka. Alexander seems to be gaining in confidence here.
Yeah, because he's realizing that Marco is not himself.
Respira, Marco, respira. Prepara para pisar no pé dele.
Yeah, he should recoup some breath, get some breath, and then go for the third round.
Respira, fica aí quieto.
Neither man doing much at this point. Locked up against Marco's corner.
And it's like you said, you know, for Alexander, it's still fresh in his mind what happened at the end of the first round. And that will definitely have a lot to do with this, because Marco doesn't look good right now. It's like something affected him a lot. It's very strange. I've never seen him like this before, so... And Otsuka doesn't realize it, or he realizes it, but he doesn't want to take the risk.
Because he almost got choked out at the end of the first round and got pounded quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Otsuka needs to capture some of that wild energy that he had at the first part of that round and just get busy, because right now Marco is not doing anything. He's just keeping the overhooks and keeping Otsuka basically locked up and locked down. There's a lot of sweat coming off both these guys. I think if Otsuka wanted to break free, he might be able to. If he struggled enough, he could break free, go back to the center of the ring, and see what Marco had left.
Yeah, it's very strange, man, to see him like this, because, you know, I only see him in a perfect shape.
Oh, knee up there to the head. Otsuka really starting to get busy with his strikes here.
Putting a hook in. Oh, my God, he's taken him down.
Oh, he took Marco Ruas down. He did a nice little leg hook trip there. And he's working to get the mounted position. He wants to get that right knee out of Marco's guard and place it on the side of Marco and sit on top of Marco's stomach. Oh, and he's starting to chop away with the right hand to the side of Marco's head. Marco trying to prevent the mount. It's almost like Marco is on automatic pilot here.
Very strange. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. I mean, the fight's not over till the bell rings, they say, yeah?
Yeah, and as we saw before, Alexander was doing well in the beginning of the first round, and then Marco flipped him over, so maybe Marco again is playing possum. We don't know. But what we do know is that Alexander is punching Marco right now. And some of those punches are getting through. Those little short ones, they're not going to do that much damage. But when he gets distance up high like this,
yeah, what to say, yeah? Otsuka should create more distance, but he doesn't do it. Marco should try to turn him, which is going to be very difficult because the only way to turn him is probably to the left and not to the right because the leg of Otsuka is free, so he can post that. So
sad to say that it looks like Marco really has nothing left at this moment.
I'm telling you, it's so strange to see him because he's a training animal and it must be the medicine.
Yeah, it would really be hard to explain how he ran out of gas because there wasn't that much energy expended in the first round. It is kind of freaky because I've never seen Marco in this position before.
Yeah, me neither.
In a fight, no.
3 more minutes. Yeah, he should try to make one explode and see if he can get him on the back. And
Marco's getting roughed up pretty good there on the bottom. Otsuka is staying busy with those short little shots. Now, it's true, we don't have judges tonight, so if the fight goes the distance, it's an automatic draw. But as we view it, it looks like Otsuka is winning this fight so far.
Yeah, this is not good for Marco. Yeah, for Otsuka, of course it is. But you're absolutely right.
I wonder if Otsuka is surprised at this.
What do you think? Of course, he never expected this. He felt the power in the round number 1 when he suddenly got turned, and then Marco came on top and he started beating on him. He felt that low kick, the first kick he gave, hard, you know. There's a lot of power, you know, and he's got a lot of experience, but this is not the Marco that we know. It's somebody else. Something is happening.
Well, this has got to be a huge confidence booster for Otsuka, because being on top of Marco Ruas and pretty much not raining down punches mercilessly, but sneaking punches in every once in a while, drawing a little bit of blood, and okay, now he's starting to bang pretty good. I'll bet this is unexpected to the audience as well.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now Marco's bleeding. Now he's really bleeding.
One more minute.
Otsuka has got to be ecstatic at this turn of events after almost being choked out at the end of the first round, having really total control in the second.
And he's going for it.
Now, this is what so many other fighters have got to take note and watch what Otsuka's doing. He's in control, and he's really going wild here. He's trying to close the show.
He's trying to finish it. Marco went for a leg, but he couldn't grab it. But, yeah, Otsuka's really going for it.
Chopping away time after time, body then head. Alexander Otsuka doing what he has to do to get control over this fight against a legend in Marco Ruas. What a surprise. My God, Marco's slow getting up. There's definitely something wrong with Marco.
Yeah, 100%.
Marco is not himself. I'd be willing to say the medicine that you alluded to has got a major.
You don't take inflammation pills. It's very bad. It slows you down. You see, he went there for the leg, but Otsuka pulled it back. Otsuka's really going for it here.
He's just punishing Marco from the top. Absolutely punishing him. Otsuka looks fairly fresh, but it's how does Marco look? The doctors and everybody is examining Marco. Marco doesn't look good here. Oh, Marco, he looks finished.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
No, he doesn't. Marco looks like Marco cannot continue. Oh my God!
Wow!
Marco cannot continue. Alexander Otsuka backflipping off the rope. This is one of the hugest upsets I've ever seen in mixed martial arts.
Wow!
Oh my Lord! Alexander Otsuka has stopped Marco Ruas after a ground and pound second round. One of the biggest upsets I have ever seen in mixed martial arts. The unheralded pro wrestler Alexander Otsuka beating the legend Marco Ruas.
Unbelievable.
There he goes to pay the respects. But I believe Marco will be back.
Oh yeah, we can say that 100% sure.
Kerr versus Hugo Duarte.
10分3ラウンドを行います。青コーナーハンマーハウス185センチ。
Mark Kerr, definitely one of the best conditioned athletes in the sport. A supreme takedown artist.
Oh yeah, right here he's in the shape of doing five rounds of the Thai pads. So this was the best shape. No, the last time was. This is the best shape he's ever been in.
Hugo Duarte, he's in incredible shape himself here. Coming from the lucha libre background, which is Brazilian freestyle wrestling, kind of like jiu-jitsu without a gi. Kerr, a true student of the game, improving his stand-up, his strikes, his kicks, punches, everything. Like, he starts right off with a high kick, aimed right at Hugo Duarte's head. It missed, but nonetheless, Duarte must be thinking, where did that come from?
Yeah, Mark stays more relaxed.
And Mark scoops down and grabs that single leg and down into Hugo Duarte's guard.
Yeah, we knew this was going to happen, of course. I mean, he was going to get the takedown, but now, what can Hugo Duarte do on the ground? He's good at submissions. He's a striker. He's a fighter himself also, like a fighter, I mean, somebody who doesn't want to go the distance. He wants to end the fight. So this is going to be very interesting. That's one thing for sure.
Well, Hugo Duarte has ended a lot of his fights by punching from the ground. And he's also won by Kimura and rear naked choke. And Kerr, being undefeated, can win in a variety of different ways, mainly from getting the opponent down and punching him.
him out with your left arm, give him a liver punch. Okay.
Right now, Kerr is on top. He's going to try and get some distance so he can start doing strikes, probably to the body and then to the head.
Yeah, we worked a lot of punching to the body, and to that, a lot of punching on the ground. He's in a phenomenal shape right now, and he can go real hard if he wants. Let's hope he's going to use it. But he actually lost weight, been training real hard.
Well, Hugo Duarte really hasn't done much in this fight so far. He hasn't worked to loosen up his guard, to try for a sweep, to try and reverse anything. Of course, Mark Kerr has quite a bit to do with that, and maybe Hugo has a great deal of respect for the ability of Kerr to keep him on the mat. But Hugo trying to explode a little bit there. Well, I don't know what that's about.
What was that? He tried to break his eardrum or something. By what was that?
Avoid the head, please, Kerr.
Mark should pass the guard. He's phenomenal strong, and he can pass a guard pretty easy. You need to be Allan to hold this guy in your guard. So he should just wrestle himself out. That's the uppercut, bang, jump out. He's going to go for the neck crank, I guess. That's it, body shot good.
Now, Duarte's trying to get busy, but really just lashing out almost.
Yeah, the rabbit punches, they don't do a lot. But you never know, you can cut somebody with it.
Should Kerr try a neck crank just to keep...
To open the guard. If he cranks him with his power, the guard will probably go open and then go to the side.
Right. Just to keep him in check.
Yeah.
Go for the can opener, neck crank. Meaning that Kerr would put his hands behind Duarte's head, pull his head forward, creating a suffocating effect, and also jamming his own neck. And then Duarte would have to make the adjustment by releasing the legs from around Kerr's waist, and Kerr then would flip one of his legs over and get side mount, which would be a great and advantageous position for him right now, because he could go for a key lock, and he could also start to do strikes with knees to the body and punches to the head.
Oh, and I saw him doing it in Brazil. The damage he can do to you from the side mount, it's unbelievable. He's very strong. He's got very strong knees. And he got submissions. You see, now he should go pass. He's doing it. There you go.
Sapatada, Hugo. Ele chegada de sapatada. Não pode chutar, não. Fica tranquilo que não pode chutar, cara. Fica tranquilo que a cara não pode chutar, não. Sapatada nele, Hugo. Isso, deixa que ele já tá assustado. Deu mole e marca o joelho dele. O sangue vindo.
Well, it looks like Duarte is motioning Kerr back down to the ground, and Kerr gladly accepts.
I wouldn't do that.
Getting back into Duarte's guard. This was probably going to be to... Duarte seems to be barking something to the referee. It sounds a little bit like Flipper, the seal.
Head's a little higher. You can cut it out.
But it doesn't seem like Kerr is doing any rule infractions here. Okay, Duarte seems to be slipping out of the ring, so they're going to pull him back in. And now, do you think that it's possible that Duarte is intimidated by Kerr?
I think everybody on this planet should be intimidated by Kerr.
Yeah, Kerr.
It's just the specimen. That's the perfect word for him.
He's a phenomenal athlete and a terminating machine, for sure. Really hard to stop his takedown.
Pé na cara dele, Hugo.
Pé na cara, Hugo. Marca o joelho, Hugo.
Bota pé no joelho dele, Hugo. Vai, Hugo.
Já tirou sangue do bicho, Hugo. Tá nervoso pra caralho. Marca o joelho dele. Atividade com a entrada dele de pisão, hein? Tá perfeito o jogo.
Pé, pontapé nele, Hugo.
Isso, pontapé, Hugo. Marca também.
Kerr picking his shots there with a roundhouse kick. Duarte wanting to kick back.
They're hard kicks. He should stay out of the guard. Go to the side. This is it. This is it. Don't let him get the guard. Oh.
But I gotta say, Mark Kerr, the way he throws punches, he's got power in his punches.
Oh, yes.
And if that lands, that's gonna hurt Hugo Duarte.
For sure. And kicks too. He can kick. Trust me.
Well, that opening high kick he did at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, you don't want to have that on your head.
That was really fast. For a big guy, man, he's quick.
Do it also with the left. It is living. Atenção, Hugo. Atenção ali.
Isso, envolvendo esse braço na manhã.
O braço dele não bater.
Isso, excelente, Hugo. Não deixa nada envolver a postura aí, não.
You notice how Duarte is keeping that left hand trapped? That's probably so that he doesn't dig that left hook into the liver.
I think so too. Yeah. It must be. Ah.
Because he'll let go with the right hand, but the left hand, he keeps that hand, that arm of Kerr, he keeps that locked up.
Yeah, maybe also for future things that he maybe wants to try to sweep him to that side, so at least he's got one arm. Now he has only one arm to worry about. Plus, if Mark's going to make a big mistake, which is going to be very difficult because he's a very good wrestler, he can try to sweep him.
Tá excelente o jogo, hein?
Mark should push himself out, unload.
Ele não gosta de soco na cara, não, Hugo.
Hugo, marca uma porrada na cara dele aí. Marca uma porrada.
There hasn't been a lot happening in this round so far. Kerr in complete control, an occasional burst of punching and kicking.
They got 2 minutes left.
I'd actually like to see this fight go back to standing because it looked like Kerr had vastly improved his stand-up skill. I'd like to see him kickbox this guy a little bit.
Hey, it would be great. It would be great. He's got the stamina for it, and if you really concentrate on it, he can do it, But the thing is, always when you fight something, this is it. This is it. Look. Whoa! They pulled an Allan on him.
Yeah, he went for. It looks like Kerr was going to go for the ankle lock, the Achilles hold, and Hugo shot that right heel straight up and barely missed Kerr. That would have really hurt him.
And he's actually bleeding, I see.
Last 1 minute. Last 1 minute.
Kerr should try to kick now. That's it. Just keep moving. Do something.
Kerr coming straight down with that forearm.
Yeah, on the foot. He's hitting the feet.
If I were Kerr, I would just back up to the center of the ring and employ this guy to
Let
stand
him
back up.
Yeah, and it's time anyway.
Yeah, just let him get back up. Duarte did nothing in that round. But nonetheless,
look at this.
Kerr is really getting busy here, trying to ground and pound, missing most of those shots, trying to get position, but he gets sucked back into the guard there of Hugo Duarte. Like that punch almost landed, that missed, and Hugo hustling, trying to shut down Mark Kerr's striking. But I want to see him stand up in this a little bit. Okay, now what can Hugo Duarte do to win this fight against Kerr? I mean, why take a fight if you just are not going to try and win?
Oh, Stephen. Good. Here we go again. Sorry, you were asking, what can he do?
To win the fight.
Kerr should, yeah, I told him, man, I said, you pass his guard and go to the side.
But what can Duarte do to beat Kerr? I really don't picture a submission happening from the bottom like this.
Yep, I know. It's going to be very difficult. Duarte can pretty much not do anything, I guess, against a guy like Kerr. But the other way, right. Look, now's the guard open. Pass the guard. Go to the side.
I want to see more bursts like that from Kerr because Duarte is doing... Oh, he's busted open. So
Okay.
one of those punches did land.
All right.
So now that's going to change the complexion of the fight. We'll see if...
It's very emotional.
Yeah, the corner seems to be emotional about everything that happens. Wow. That's a cut.
It's a cut. But or somebody sprayed some fake blood over him, but I didn't see anybody doing anything. So. No, that's definitely a cut.
That is definitely a cut. And they really got to look long and hard at that. It looks like it might be... Where is that at? Is that on the eyelid?
I think it is. They should put some salt on it just to clean it a little bit.
Well, Hugo Duarte is doing nothing to get in this fight, and Kerr is doing everything. And the shots he does land, like that one, like I said earlier, as soon as Kerr lands a shot, he can really punch. He's sending those fists flying through the air.
Yeah, but it's like you always say. What do you think that Hugo Duarte's game plan was when he came into the ring? What is his game plan? Pull guard, hang on. What's the game plan here?
Well, it looks like he doesn't really have a game plan.
That's exactly what I mean.
It looks like his game plan is to lay on the bottom and hope that one of the best conditioned athletes in the sport gets tired. And that's probably not going to happen. So there really is no game plan.
Yeah, man, that's what I say. You have to watch fights of your opponent and see the major things that you do, not the little things. And then just based on that, also you got to work around a little bit, of course. But just that you have a game plan. The guy's going to take me down. What am I going to do? Okay, can I stay still on the ground and I can get hit and hold him? Or I can start moving and moving and moving and moving so that Kerr constantly has to readjust, and gets tired.
Well,
and then get it.
That's why I like a guy like, let's say, Gary Big Daddy Goodridge. When he went after Marco Ruas and Marco beat him on a submission, at least Gary Goodridge went after him.
That's it.
He tried to win.
That was his game plan. Just give it everything I have. Forget about reputation. And that will do a lot in a fight.
Yeah, I think that a lot of these guys are so worried about preserving their reputation as being some undefeated fighter or something that they don't go for it. And it's really too bad because they might miss out on a bigger paycheck because the audiences won't be enticed by their fighting style of just laying there and holding the guy tight and not getting beat up.
Yep. I know, and we've seen it many times now, all over the world. And it's happening, because they ride the fight out and then they wait for a decision.
Well, but the thing is, the cream always rises to the top. So the fighters that ride the fight out, they probably won't last in the business. I would be willing to guarantee it because who's going to want to pay to see them? And so how therefore are they going to have promoters pay them to fight?
Look, he grabbed his hand, you see? Underneath.
He's yelling at the referee again.
Yeah. Maybe the referee should say something back in Japanese.
And Kerr seems a little bit confused at what's going on. There's a lot of complaining evidently from Hugo Duarte. I'm not sure what it's about.
Porra! É o quê, porra?
Kerr said that his hand got stuck.
Seems to be a three-way communication problem here. The Japanese referee, the American fighter on top, and the Brazilian fighter on the bottom. A true snafu there.
Yeah, but the coolest part is that Hugo thinks that the referee speaks Portuguese.
It is interesting that Kerr, every one of his fights in the Pride Fighting Championship has had an overtone of somewhat of controversy. His last fight against Pedro Octavio, Pedro did not agree with the referee stopping the fight, even though it looked like Kerr was going to break his arm off with
his whole shoulder
with a hammerlock. When he fought Bronco Sikatic in his Pride Fighting Championship debut, Bronco flagrantly broke the rules, grabbed the ropes, elbowed Kerr in the back of the head. It ended in a near brawl with cornermen and other hangers-on getting in between the fighters. It looked like they were going to fight after the fight. So here we are again, Hugo Duarte, not happy with what's happening in the fight. But to me, it looks like Kerr is just basically beating him.
He does it because he's the one who's bleeding right now. That doesn't necessarily mean, he's beating him, but he's doing all the damage. He's doing the punching. What did he do?
Okay. It looked like did Kerr surge forward, and does Hugo think, was it a headbutt? I'd like to see a replay.
No, there is nothing. What is this, man?
I'm not sure what happened. Kerr lunged forward, and Hugo is acting like something major happened to him.
Look at him.
Is this an act or is this real?
If this is real, that would be very sorry to say, because nothing happened.
Well, the doctor's in there giving him the obligatory look over.
If you saw Coleman doing the headbutts in the beginning, you remember in the UFC?
Yeah, against Coleman,
bang
against Maurice Smith.
Hey, but listen, that didn't even work. He just rolled 4 over, and he's almost in a coma. Yeah, maybe his nose bone shot into his brain. And then we don't know that about it. Yeah.
I doubt that happened.
Yeah, me too. But what else? What else can happen? It's a fight, guys. You've been hit in the head every day. Boing, boing.
Well, it looks like he's going to recover. And it looks like that nose bone was not shoved into his brain. So we're going to have a restart. And I'm sure that Kerr is thinking, could anything more bizarre happen in this fight?
We just have to wait and see.
He's heard Hugo Duarte complaining. Now, and Hugo pulls into the guard and it goes for...
Kick him. They should kick him now. Bang to the side of the leg. Right low kick. Oh, no.
Back in the guard. I think it's possible that Hugo Duarte may have seen Kerr in his first tournament in Brazil, the World Vale Tudo Championships, where Kerr used the headbutt effectively. But so far, I have not seen Kerr throw a single headbutt in this, and headbutts are illegal in Pride.
Yeah.
So maybe he was having a flashback to that and hoping he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, something like that. There was nothing. My God. Next thing you know, his foot's going to be broken from the punches that he gave.
But once again, we've got Hugo Duarte on the bottom, really not doing any maneuvering.
He moves a little now. You see, that's the ticket, man. You have to keep moving. If you got somebody real strong on top of you, if you keep moving and he keeps adjusting and trying to hold you, that's going to tire him out. But if you play his game and you're going to play in his rhythm, he's not going to get tired.
At least he could slap Kerr with his left hand upside the ear. He could do a lot of little annoying things that can get Kerr out of his rhythm. But right now, Kerr is steadily increasing his confidence, keeping his rhythm, dictating the pace and the style of the fight.
Yep. There are many things that you can do to take a fighter out of his rhythm.
Right.
Slapping punches. No, but knees, just pass. Pull the head,
or
neck
even
crank, explosive neck
even
crank.
bring the heel down on his kidneys, like we've seen some of the Gracie fighters do. There's a lot of things that Hugo Duarte... Exactly. Hugo Duarte could be doing a number of things here, but he hasn't really done much.
Squeeze the guard. Hard, like explosive. Even that could throw him off, I'm telling you. 3 more minutes. Huh? Now, this is a position we've seen many times. You see, the guard is out, pull the head, pass the guard. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fight for Hugo that you don't want to see on video anymore, you know? It's like, let's fast forward this thing.
Exactly. There's really nothing happening. Occasionally Kerr will explode, but then Hugo invariably will start complaining about something, and then...
Now, there we go. Now, let's go. Bang. That's it. That's what we want. We want to see some action.
It's a good thing he moved his foot out of the way of that.
Yep. He would have probably penetrated it through the canvas. That's not a smart thing to do, put your mouthpiece out.
No, because the guy could throw a kick and knock it right out of his mouth.
Yeah, including his teeth. That's a dangerous thing to do. Yeah, Mark should push the legs to the side, just kick it and jump to the side mount, and then start doing everything he has. All the power, unleash the power.
Either that or just back straight up and start, another kickboxing fight with this guy, because this kind of fight has been a total slowdown and nothing is accomplished other than Kerr staying in control. And we don't have judges tonight. So we want to see Kerr or Duarte close the show on one or the other. And this position, it's probably not going to happen.
No, half guard, at least he can strike. He can create some distance and he can strike. But Hugo is good in getting the guard. So he probably is going to get the guard in a short amount of time now. Mark should start punching. Just push. See? Yeah, Hugo is already working for the guard. There we go. Keep that leg there. See? It's like he gives it to him. He shouldn't have given it to him. He gave him room, did you see, to pass it.
Right.
Yep.
Do you think that the other side of the equation, that Kerr is fighting too conservatively also?
Also. Yes,
because it's not just Hugo. I mean, Kerr he could fall back and try for a leg, or he could do a number of things. He really could. I think he should just stand up with this guy.
It will be the best thing to do, because Hugo is not a striker. He's only a submission guy. Mark got some decent strikes. He's got a good front kick, which he can use. Very powerful.
I like his roundhouse kick. I think that's vastly improved.
Vastly improved? Factor 1 or 2? I think the cameraman had one too many drinks. Oh, there we go.
Okay, now they're touching gloves. But I'd be willing to bet that this fight is going to be on the ground, Hugo on the bottom, in the guard.
Oh,
He didn't,
walk away.
Yeah, I would
Walk away.
Just back up, man. He threw a punch
listen
kick
to
and the guy
people.
went down. I mean, this is not good.
That's it. That's it. This is how you win the respect from the people. Walk away. I want to fight. Up, get up. Man. Okay, now let's see. Jesus Christ, man. Muhammad Ali against Antonio Inoki.
Yeah. Except for Inoki was going after Ali.
Oh, yeah.
From the bottom.
With the kicks.
From
and
the bottom.
hard.
Yeah. That's the big difference here. And Kerr is going to come after.
Come on, let's go.
It looks like Kerr's got a little bit of emotion now. He's sick of this.
He's going to be angry, yeah. But if he gets angry, that's it, man. It's going to be over. Trust me.
Yeah, well, that's what's happening. He's really starting to put a beating on him now. And Hugo's trying to jump out of the ring.
And he has his eyes closed.
I really don't think Hugo wants to continue. It's like he just wants to give up. He's been looking for a way out for the last 10 minutes.
What is this? He was down and then his eyes were closed and he looked up if somebody came and then he closed his eyes again.
Well, I didn't see a headbutt, so they can't complain about that.
Oh, man, if I was now in the corner of Kerr, I would say anything you got. Oh, no, he's got something on his foot. And thank God I am, man.
Well, Duarte is just, he seems to be having a lot of emotional problems in this fight.
Yes, something bad happened maybe. Come on, better put your mouthpiece in.
I have no idea what he is doing. This is one of the most bizarre moments and meaningless moments. Just what, he can't stand up? What, is something wrong with his leg now?
Yeah.
I just don't.
Oh, man, now Kerr gets angry. No, not in the guy.
Goes right into the guard, right into the guy's trap, and trying to pound away. And but he's punching him hard now.
Keep going. Just do your thing now. Marker, that's what they shout. Jiu-jitsu.
I'm really puzzled at what is going through Hugo Duarte's mind here.
Okay, now let's see. Now his left ear. I bet his hearing is gone.
Do you think so?
I don't know. We have to see, man. We had everything. We had the nose, the foot.
Yeah, this is really worthy of the X-Files. It's really unexplained. We don't know why Duarte is acting so peculiarly. As I said,
now he's trying to climb out. Now it's gonna.
But boss, it's like I said before. Is Hugo Duarte intimidated by Mark Kerr? And you gave me the statement that most people should be, but it seems like something's wrong here with him in this fight.
It is because listen, this guy is a tough guy.
Look at this. He's trying to escape. The fight's over. He doesn't want to fight. He just doesn't want to fight. I think, as I said before, he was completely intimidated by Mark Kerr. He was outgunned in every way. And he just basically gave up. And he really gave up earlier in the fight. But right then, the flagrant crawling out of the ring.
There we see Avi Rubin in the ring, the former owner of the
Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu.
Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu Club, the owner. And he's... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's been there now for like 4 years. It's a great place right on Robinson.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is another bizarre fight for Mark Kerr, but nonetheless, he has acquitted himself nicely and dominated. The public in Japan wanted this match.
Oh, they wanted this match.
Takada wanted this match, and they've got there's Takahashi, yeah, from Pancras. And Rickson gladly accepted it. The price was right, and the opponent is right. So why not?
That's hey, listen, I don't take anything away, but Rickson right now is just too good for him. Too much experience. Very good technician.
I think that if this fight goes to the ground, it's going to be all Rickson. And there he is, Rickson Gracie. One of the greatest grapplers on the planet. I think Rickson is tremendously intense in this fight. Once again, he's got all the confidence in the world going in. Takada needs to take him out of that confidence zone. Rickson shooting in. Takada going for the double underhook.
Knee, good.
If he learned his lesson from the first fight, now Rickson with his own knee, it's to keep this thing standing and to be patient. Don't get rattled. Let the clinch happen. The clinch will happen.
That's it. Yeah, he should strike with Rickson. That's the only way, because that's Rickson's weak point. Standing up, that is. Keep it on the feet. Strike. Take down the fence, strike. That should be his game plan. Once on the ground, just survive, I would say.
I think that it's just a matter of time before Rickson achieves the underhook position and trips Takada. But so far, Takada has lasted a lot longer on his feet than maybe many gave him credit for.
Yeah, this time he trained for something. Like I said, when he came into the dojo, we asked him what his game plan was, and they didn't have one, the first one. None. Yeah, what are you going to do? You want to keep the fight standing up? Yeah, no, we didn't think. You want to go to the ground? No, we didn't know. Wow. You know, against a guy like Rickson, you don't want to go to the ground. So they worked on the takedown defense and striking knees.
Some people don't like to watch tapes of other fighters, but I think in this case, Takada would be wise to watch a lot of tapes of Rickson and find out how he takes people down, what he does when he gets them on the ground, and to avoid that at all costs in his training. And I think the first...
nice.
And good right hand by Rickson. A nice exchange there. I would have to say Takada did well with that knee, though. But Takada seems to be losing his composure here. He grabbed the ropes. That's not a good sign. Takada maybe losing that confidence he momentarily had. This is a battle of wills. Can Takada break the iron will and determination of Hicks and Gracie? Meaning, can he keep standing and initiate strikes?
Good knee to the leg. You see, he's doing what he trained for, so he's sticking to his game plan. It's perfect. But Rickson is in a good shape. He always is. And he can go the distance. That's one thing for sure. And that's always, the back of your head is always, yeah, a minor thing to fight a guy. You know he can go the distance for sure. That's why I always make sure that I'm 100% in shape.
I think it's a very important point. The cardiovascular conditioning is far more important in this game than the strength training, because the strength training can come from the actual training, execution of groundwork and tie pad work.
Yeah. And you need to do it. You need to.
You can take an average guy who's in tremendous cardiovascular shape against a really good technician who's out of shape, and the average guy's got a real strong shot. Ooh. But can Takada hurt Rickson? The crowd is reacting frantically over every shot that Takada throws, but I don't think those shots are hurting Rickson at all.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Rickson's got that leg raised up to where it flows with the knee. Rickson working for the underhook now.
And there he goes.
This is not good. Takada's got to, at all costs, work for that left underhook again. He can't let Rickson get the underhook position. This is how Rickson takes people down. Now those knees, some of them are landing.
Need to deliver right now if he can make it.
Exactly, a left knee right now. He's got to trap Rickson's arm, because Rickson, he's got to get that left hand of his underhooked under Rickson's right hand. It's very important.
5 minutes. Nice knee again.
Rickson working for the underhook again.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got it again. And Takada really spending a lot of energy to stay up here.
And he has to. That's his only chance he has. He cannot go to the ground. It's going to be the same thing.
Well, I've got to say that this is a far different fight.
No!
Oh, now don't let
He went down.
Oh, no.
That was a body shot that did it.
Now that was impressive, because Takada almost got sucked into Rickson's guard and stood back up. That was a really good knee by Takada. He's got to keep his composure
got
here.
him. No, he should. Oh, there's pain. He should go for the shot, body shots. Rickson probably is going to defend it now real good. It's a very smart.
But Rickson has got both arms under. Takada's got to work for the underhook again.
Whoa!
Not a good position for Takada. He doesn't want to be down on the ground at all with Rickson.
That's going to be a triangle, armbar, anything.
He's got to get back up. He's got to stand back up. He can't stay down here. He's got to stand back up.
He's got to hit his liver. That's what he should do. After that knee, once you're hit there, hard to the body, within 10 minutes after that, you can still hit it and he's going to feel it. He should go full for the body now. Anything he has.
But he's letting the fight slow down, which is not good, because he had the momentum there for a while, and now he's in Rickson's game. He's on the ground. we're getting to see Rickson work from the guard. In the first fight, Rickson was on top. Rickson has got the right heel on the hip, planning his move. Takada coming up top with the right hand.
He's doing pretty good, I have to say. But these are things you have to watch.
Oh, no. Bad move. Bad. Now get up.
Oh, no.
Oh, horrible move. He wanted to think about going to a pro wrestling double ankle lock. Why?
My God.
It's a matter of time now. If Rickson gets the mount, and he's got the mount. But it was a nice buck off there. But Takada's
doing a good job. He totally improved.
Yeah, he did. But Rickson's mounted on top of him again.
Yeah,
we'll give him one for free, but I doubt that's all he's going to get.
It's going to be same all over.
He's posting the arm straight up. Rickson's got an exceptional arm bar from the mount. That's his bread and butter.
Oh my God, he's giving it.
He's cross-facing, boss.
What that means? Armbar coming up. Whoa!
But Takada really trying to get him off of him. This is a much better effort than the first time, but...
There he goes.
Oh, here he goes. Takada really trying to defend here, though. Going for a heel hook. Going for the heel hook. Takada fighting his heart out here. Fighting his heart out against Rickson Gracie. Rickson gets the mount again.
Oh,
he got him again. Rickson Gracie arm bars Nobuhiko Takada again.
Look at him. They can lift him up. I tell you, man, he threw a lot out there.
Nobuhiko Takada, he really went for it this fight. He tried everything.
He did very good.
I would be proud if I were him, because Rickson is one of the greatest grapplers in the world for sure, and you're taking on a legend here. To lose to him, in my opinion, doesn't really diminish Takada's legend as a pro wrestler or as a man. To step up to the challenge and to fight the way he just fought. Yep. He fought his heart out. He did the right thing for a while, lost his composure, got sucked into Rickson's game, got pulled to the guard. But once Rickson got the mount, Takada defended a couple times, but it was just a matter of time before Rickson got that, the straight arm bar. So this has been a dramatic evening for the Pride Fighting Championships #4. We saw Marco Ruas defeated by Alexander Otsuka. We saw Nobuhiko Takada right there, losing again to Rickson Gracie right there. We saw newcomer Igor Vovchanchyn stop Big Daddy Gary Goodridge. And we saw Kazushi Sakuraba in a near miss against Allan Goes.
まずはおめでとうございます。
Thank you very much.
去年に続いての完勝、高田選手は去年とどう違いましたか？
Definitely, Mr. Takada, he comes with more focus, and he tried to don't make the mistakes he did it the first time, and he gave me a tough fight. But fortunately, he get lost at the beginning of the first round, and I take advantage of it.
もちろん高田選手は去年に比べて非常に焦点が合っていると思いました。そして去年と同じミスをしないようにしていると思いました。厳しい試合でした。ただ私の方が運がよく1ラウンドの終わりに高田選手がミスを起こし、そのために勝てました。
ヒクソン選手はこの試合に向けての特別なトレーニングなどはやっておられましたか？
I'm sorry? I do special training every day of my life since I'm born.
特別な訓練は毎日毎日やっていますので日常生活になっています。
ここまで強いヒクソン選手ですが、新たな目標などというものはありますか？
I'm a fighter. I'm also a teacher. My new goal towards teaching is spreading the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu all over the world through my association. As a fighter, I don't have nothing signed yet, but I'm looking for my tough opponent.
私はファイターでもあり教師でもあります。まず指導者としての新しい目標といったら世界中にグレイシー柔術を広めていきたい。自分の団体を通して広めていきたいと思います。またファイターとしては今は特に新しい目標はないですが、また強い相手と戦ってみたいと思います。
それでは最後にファンの皆様に一言お願いします。
To the fans, I'm very honored to come in here to Japan to fight here because people here is tremendously respectful for martial arts. The fighter here has a position, an honorable position. He don't have nowhere else in the world. So that's a very special reason for I'm being honored to stay here. Another reason is I represent Jiu-Jitsu, and the founder of Jiu-Jitsu for Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is Mr. Conde Comp, who was in Brazil in the beginning of the century. So I'm bringing back the spirit of samurai my family took from the real samurai, Mr. Koma. So I'm very pleased to stay here, and I spend great time here in Japan, especially with the food too.
非常に日本で戦うことができて嬉しく思っています。日本はまず武道して大きな尊敬の念を抱いてくださっています。ですので日本という武道の生まれ故郷で戦うことは非常に光栄なことです。また私はブラジルで呪術を生みの親の故郷に帰ってきた、そしてグレシー呪術を持って帰ってきたということに対してやはり大きな感謝の念を抱いています。その意味で日本での戦いは非常に特別です。
ありがとうございました。見事勝利を飾りましたリクソン・グレシー選手でした。ありがとうございました。それでは最後に KR 代表黒沢宏樹よりファンの皆さんにご挨拶申し上げます。